It is August. We have a lot to do here in Cattle Ranch. And look, our trees finally came in. This is exciting. We were 1 month late. Wow. What a nice start to year 4. Might be too many right there, but that's okay. So today we need to jump in the truck and do a little bit of driving because there's a couple things I want to show you. The first task of the day is going to be visiting the red barn. We have made a decision with that and the barn is going to go away. We have found someone that is willing to purchase it. They are going to show up later today and tear it down and move it from our property to their own location, which is really exciting. It's something we've been struggling with and we weren't sure if we wanted to keep it, so just wanted to hop on over here and kind of take a look, and got to make a decision with these cows, and I don't want them to hear me, but they're gonna go over there. So we're taking the year here to kind of reestablish some things in Cattle Ranch and on our property. One of the things I think I kind of missed was finishing this production area over here and really organizing the farm the way we want to. So we're going to take advantage of some of the cash we have, and we have some plans. So you can see here we have a temporary trailer here for a construction company that we have hired. This is going to be a big effort here. Let's drive up the hill a little bit and we can kind of describe why, or see why this is going to be a large project here. You can see how this terrain is just not flat at all. So we've kind of got this area marked off, and they're going to come in here with some bulldozers, some earth movers, and really flatten this out nice for us. And this will just be the start. This whole area back here is going to turn into our cattle operation. I want everything close to these two productions, and going back and forth was really a big pain, and it's time to kind of reorganize and get everything centralized where it needs to. You know, we have this nice area for all our sawmill work here. I'm gonna turn this into all of our cattle here. And I think at this point we can just take this road back and loop around the back of our property here. This is one of our new fields that we're definitely gonna have to get planted soon. But you can see over in the distance, there's been some developments in town, and it's kind of what I wanted to head to next. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, a couple new buildings. Let's go ahead and get back to the main road and take a left and see what's happening over here in town. And come in here. Look, this is one of the big changes right now. You can see the city's starting to really establish things, and they've kind of turned this into somewhat of a roundabout here. I imagine it might cut out the other direction eventually. Yeah, some new things in town here. To our left, we have a little shop just for some, sweets. It's a sweet shop. To the right, we have a new inn that came into town. It's a local inn. To the left here, we have a garden center. And to the right here, we have Silver Run Market that's changed a little bit. Looking real nice. And coming back to our property here, we're gonna go ahead and get in our semi truck and head over to the red barn and start emptying out the cattle there. Go ahead and find a good place to park here. That should work right there. Boy, we haven't had to do this in a long time. But yeah, this whole area, we're gonna start relocating some cows. Some are gonna go to the slaughterhouse, some will get relocated. It's gonna be a long process. Let's see if we can remember where we do this at. Remember the icons are real small. Okay, so we were close. It's right there. Okay. And we'll go ahead and move as many as possible that we can at a time. I believe it is 12 that'll fit in this trailer. So there's our first load, and we'll take them on over here. Gonna be some good money. And I think what we're also gonna wanna do is there's no pallets over here because we ran out, but we wanna adjust that production to selling as well, so we don't have to maintain that as much. And if I remember, we have to go to the back here, and hopefully our construction doesn't have this blocked. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Overcorrected there. And this one was always picky. Okay. Ooh, animals must be between 12 and 28. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we'll see if we have room in the big barn for them. All right, let's go ahead and grab these 12 and move in. And while we're here, if we could take a look at 10 month, 32 months. So these ones we could move. Let's go ahead and select, and it's only going to let us move 4. And that's probably all of them at that age. So the rest are too young over here. That's all right. It's all part of the process. Let's go back to the red barn because that is the one we really want to focus on emptying. But we'll probably drop these 4 off first since there are 2 groups of 12. We're going to have to do 2 trips anyways. So let's go ahead and get these ones dropped off. Oh, and our trees came in back there as well. Very nice. Must be. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have problems. We have problems today. We're gonna take them home. We're gonna let time tick and get them back to health. We did not have food in there when we first did it, so apparently we got some stuff we have to do. We'll take a look at the other ones because I think they are fine, but comical start for brakes. Select, move them back. All right, let's head back to the red barn. Let's actually take a look here and see if we're even gonna be able to do this, because these ones, health is at 100, health is at 100. They are old enough. All of them should be old enough. All right, how much more onto it do we have to be? Oh, I can't wait for this barn to be gone. All right, let's go ahead and select as many of these as it'll let us. It will let us move 12. Very awesome. And let's see if this is successful. We need gas. Ooh. All right, we'll go ahead and transfer those and get 12 more, and then we can let them know it's time to pick up the barn. Okay, so now looking in the production, we should see plenty of cattle in here. You can find it. Cattle is Swiss. Yep, we got a good amount in here now, and I want to go down to these, and I want to change these to just selling. We don't want to drive them back and forth. We got plenty to do already, so even though we don't have these, we'll go ahead and set them to selling in case we eventually get them. Yeah, perfect. And we'll let that run. Everything should be, we'll go ahead and activate what we can. This is not just the cattle processing. Perfect. All right, that could stay there for now. And boy, this frees up some space here. We got about $35,000 for the barn, which isn't bad for how used it was. But we'll go ahead and get this tractor moved out of the way. And this whole area eventually is going to become our farmyard. So over here, we're going to turn into the main farmyard. So there'll be some stuff to redo here, as well as this area up top is going to just become my main residence and not necessarily a place where we store equipment long term. It's going to be a long process to do this rebuild and pretty expensive. So for the time being, we'll go ahead and move this tractor over into one of the sheds so it's out of the way. And I think it's time to get to some farm work for the day. And we're going to drive the big mower out to the large field, and we need to get those fields taken care of. So this field close to us, I don't think we're going to keep it as grass because it'll be close to the grass production area. But this one that's far out, this is going to be the last time we cut it. Maybe some wheat. We definitely need some straw. And this field next to us is this barley. So next month we'll be able to harvest that for straw. Not a huge field, but it should be enough to get us going. Let's take a right out here. And I don't remember, we did not make the road connect here, but we can keep going and take a right. And I think we can get to this field. Yes. All right, so let's go ahead and unfold this. We're gonna get GPS all established here. Remember the buttons. Think about right here is a good place. We'll set our home on our GPS, get everything lowered, locked into place, turned on, and start driving. We got the swath being created the way we want to. And just a lot of grass to get cut and picked up and taken back to the production facility. And then we can cultivate this up and make it another field. But we'll also want to keep an eye on, I think the field all that we drove around earlier is something that we're going to want to get planted today. So I think one of our focuses for every month is going to be planting one of our new fields that we created last episode, and slowly get those all established so that we can basically have a field to harvest every single episode. We're gonna have a lot of fields, a lot of work to do, a lot of lime to lay down too. Got a headland done here, and gosh, it's been a while since I've been on this map, and I forgot how big some of these fields are. This is gonna be quite a job, quite a chore. We'll probably hand it over to a worker and start running the cart back and forth, picking this up, and I think we will do that right now. GPS cannot be enabled though. There we go. All right, if we remember right, we can hop in this. I think. Get all unfolded here. Oh, not necessarily that, but yeah, that works too. Switch here, unfold that. Switch again. Oh, we're not even in the right field. Way ahead of myself. Keep driving, we'll get this prepped. Unfold that. I think that just gets lowered the front. Yeah, unfold. Thought I did that already. There we go, and it is lowered. And that should be all now that it's turned on. Yes, okay, but this fills up pretty fast if I remember right. So we'll have to get another vehicle over here to help us unload the auger wagon there. Oh, I think we had a worker do this part too, if I remember right now. Oh yeah, Grind City. Now, if I remember right, this pipe will not automatically unload. I will have to tell it to unload. So let's go ahead and get close enough. Did find us. Now that one's unloading, that's good. But the back one, I believe we have to engage. Let's open this up and tip side pipe. There we go. And I don't remember the capacity. I think this might fill this up all the way. Can I get out and it'll continue? Yeah, nice. And it does unload slow. Now I'm remembering. Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and drop this off and rinse and repeat. Yeah, this is gonna take a minute. All right, we'll get this finished emptying. Oh, I shut the engine off. Finish emptying real fast like that. Then we'll get this tractor out of the way and keep picking up. And, you know, we'll probably jump ahead in the future so you don't have to see this 20,000 times. It's nice to be back on Cattle Ranch and back to picking up. Well, we got the grass cut in this field and all the grass picked up in the other field and put in the production. We're not going to worry about picking this up today. I do want to get other work done, but we got plenty fermenting or turning into hay and then turning into silage, and then those two turn into our total mix ration. So we're definitely making enough product to keep the cows happy, but it's time to work on a new field. So we are going to go find our seeder and get that all prepped and head on over to the big field and get it planted. But first, we probably should do lime. Where's our spreader? Let's figure it out. We're still getting reacquainted with Cattle Ranch here and our equipment. What do we got in here? Nothing here. What do we have for a spreader? I'm confused now. This right here. All right, yeah, the John Deere will work good for that. Yep, got to drive the long way around the trees now. That's why I planted them there. Kind of forced myself to use roads. Pretty sweet. Wish there's a few more, though, now that they've grown in. All right, fertilizer in here. We'll get that dropped off, and we'll check our silos over here to see if we have enough lime. Might have to buy some, and we're definitely going to need more than one of these full. But let's go ahead and get this emptied, and we'll move those over. A little song and dance we play on this server. Put that right there. It should go back in. I think I can hear it. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Make sure we get under the lime spouts here. Fill her on up. All right, there we go. Let's head on out to the field and see how far 12,000 liters of lime gets us. And it's a big boy. We are going to start with the big one. I want to get it planted, kind of see what type of profit we're going to turn from it. It would have been smart to cut all that grass and not just cultivate. Make even more money. Gosh, we would be sitting with a ton of money if we did it that way. All right, let's go ahead and some terrain we need to fix there will be part of our progress and projects this year. There we go. It was yellow to begin with, so we can see here, it's putting on 5.2 tons. Okay. Burning through almost 300 liters already. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a minute. Yeah, this is to the point where we might need to invest into some equipment to kind of travel with us to bring the lime to the field so we don't have to drive back and forth all the time. Oh, man. 25% done, not even close to a headland of this field. I can just see the dollar signs coming in though, and I kind of want the money. Whoa. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What sell? Like, oh man, I think we're gonna do soybeans just because of taking advantage of this big field, but we got straw coming. Would it make sense to do something that's quicker to get a straw? I'm torn. I'm trying to remember the path I took that ended up working good for this so that we could set up GPS once we get the headlands done. I don't remember. It's been so long. It's so nice to be on this map though. Glad we brought it back. Hope you're enjoying it. So one headland's gonna use about 50% of the lime. Whew, yeah, just about. Do you think one headland's probably enough? We're gonna start doing back and forth here. I do remember now what we did, so I got GPS all enabled for that. So whoops, that's not where we wanted to go. We want to go right about here. Go ahead and turn that back on, and away we go. 18 miles an hour is not bad. We are gonna have to head back to the house here in a second to refill. Probably gonna be 4 or 5 trailers full. Man, good thing we got some cash. Let's see if he'll even let me get this little section we missed. Just a hair of it. Let's see if it'll get all of it. No, just right there. All right, so we're gonna, I think if we go to the store, it might be quicker to refill this. At 10%, might as well go now. Let's see. And one of the things that I was talking to some of the city developers on is this road here that we've created. They are wanting to cut down some of these trees here and give us access directly to the store. And it's going to be kind of a little strip area where there's going to be more buildings being placed and more businesses coming in. So we won't have to go around this way like we're doing now eventually. Because there will be buildings in the way, we won't be able to. Right here is a plot of land that is for sale that I guess there's some sales pending that we're not sure about yet, or we don't know about. So we'll head on over here and see if this is quicker. Seems like it's a lot closer than the house, and we're gonna have to buy lime anyways, so let's see how this goes. Fills up a lot faster. And that was $18,000 in lime. Holy crap. Pocketbook is hurting already. But yeah, if we see here, we can have a nice road here eventually. Those signs are gonna have to stay in place. They're not getting cut down. But we can't sneak through here yet. Can we? Can we sneak through? Nice. Yeah, so it'll be exciting times when there's a nice road right there for us to use. But we'll go ahead and get locked in place here. The lime turned on and continue on this fun day. Back on Cattle Ranch. Well, the good thing about making money every hour is this like somewhat pays for itself every once in a while. So it's kind of nice. We just got a good tick of money that helped out. But we've already bought our third trailer, hopper. I don't know what to call it. Our third trailer full of lime. And getting ready to do a circle around this forest here that we kept. And we'll see, yeah, that should be the best way to do it. We'll just do one roll, one headland, I guess, inland, headland, I don't know what you'd call that, around here, and then we'll get back to our back and forths. This kind of nice. It breaks up the field a little bit. It's way sharper than I thought it was. Yeah, it's a pretty cool field. I'm going to do a top-down view of it after we get done planting it so we can see this whole large area again turning into a crop. It's going to be nice. Once the crop starts growing, getting a good view of that, it's going to be sweet as well. Go ahead and lock in there. Finish this pass. Yeah, we'll get this done. Finally, just about done with this field, getting it all prepped for seed. Costs a lot of money. This is our fifth load of lime. Fifth load. Sheesh. But every other time after this, it should be a lot cheaper. We'll go through a lot less lime. It's just getting the field in a good state, good condition for us long term, and we'll just have to keep maintaining it moving forward. Just like that. It'll be the same for the other fields as well. And whoa, going a little fast there. Oh, crazy. All right, let's get this home and we will get set up on a cedar, I believe. There's a spot we missed. Got to go finish this up. Be able to do one pass here. The map likes it, but the ground doesn't. But all the yellow is gone. All green with our pH there. All right, let's get this put away and switch tractors and implements. We have no cedar. Because you can plant pretty much everything with the Great Plains. Okay, let's go ahead and get hooked up to it. Man, how quickly you forget things when you don't do it every day or every week. Yeah, pretty much everything with this one. Okay, we are going to go with beans. I think that'll be the best financial decision for us here. And the next crop that we put down will definitely be one that we can get straw from. And boy, with this big implement, this is going to be fun. All right, this looks like no better place than here to start. And away we go. Gosh, trees are going to be an issue on the headland here, but we should be able to avoid them. Driving with the steering wheel makes things a lot easier. Oh, look at that width. Let's back up a little bit. Yeah, that's going to make quick work, even at 10 miles an hour. Beautiful. So we'll do one headland, and then we'll work our way back up to the north side of the field here as we're looking. I think that's the south side of the field. And then we'll do the same thing we did with the passes going east and west once we get the headland done. And I think that'll be the best route for this. And this tree is going to go just a little too close. So 15 miles an hour is the recommended speed. We will go with that. 10 miles an hour was starting to feel a little slow. So this feels much better. Yeah, way better. Get to the end here. We'll lift and rotate around. Go. Only 8% of seed for about half the headland. That's looking promising. We should see a little tick of money increase here in about a minute. Should be pretty nice. See if we can get back to 1.3 million. And we did. We're at 1.32. So that was, gosh, about 50,000 per hour. Is that what we're bringing in now? Wow. All right, continue on. Once we get back up to the bottom of the field here, we will start going back and forth. Should be good. We haven't moved any manure around either. Wonder if there's any good amount of that for us to make some more solid fertilizer. Get that sold too. Start going back and forth here, and we'll be done in no time. Yeah, no kidding. Just kind of thinking out loud. I think we will focus on crops that are for cattle moving forward after this one. We'll probably rotate this between soybeans and corn moving forward, just for some extra income, just making sure we're flowing good. I really want to push the limit, and potentially we might be getting into other businesses. I haven't decided yet on this playthrough. There's some other ideas that are going to unfold throughout this year that introduce new characters and new people in the town. So I'm kind of excited to get that going, but wanted to get this, initial get back episode going here first, and a little bit of that time lapse that you saw at the beginning of the construction is some things that we're going to do pretty uniquely, I think. It's this tree. Oh yeah, another tree getting murdered. Sorry, nature. But yeah, so that's some of the ideas. Let me know what you think. I think it'll be a blast to actually develop this into more of a city through the rest of this playthrough, which has always been my goal with Cattle Ranch, and I kind of lost track of that with the busyness of YouTube and the channel growth. Kind of forgot what was happening and just kind of got stuck in making videos and forgot some of my ideas. And I think it was a cool idea to begin with, and we're going to get back to it. I know some other YouTubers have done that and completely developed this into a city, but I don't think it's redundant because everyone has their own vision and their own ideas, and it'll be real cool to see exactly what we come up with long term. Yeah, these are going to be a pain during harvest as well, these little trees. We'll get them out of here. And another field on Cattle Ranch planted. It's going to be exciting next episode to see this germinate and start growing, and driving through, seeing just another field established. It's beautiful. Let's get this folded up, get it home, and we'll check on the cattle, see how they're doing. The open pasture is going to get removed soon. I'm hoping that construction gets started very soon on the new area. It's a lot of work that's going to have to be done there, a lot of dirt removed, so that's good. We're going to have to be patient with that company that's helping us with that, but that's for another day. And used exactly half the seed in the hoppers. That's crazy. All right, there we go. Another day done on Cattle Ranch. Did I not shut you off? Thought I shut you off. There we go. Beautiful. It's so nice to be back on the server, or on this map, this save file. Let me know what you think. Actually, let's jump in the air. Let's end the episode that way. Look at that huge field. I cannot wait to see it in the morning. Oh yeah, so we got that one planted. We'll have to do probably this one next episode, and then maybe all three of these the episode after that. We'll be harvesting the barley next episode, and then the corn should be close. And I think that's wheat over there. And we need to replant and cultivate back here as well. So we'll have those, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fields. Did we count this one? I forget. Lots of fields. So 12 would be the ideal number, so we could have one per month harvest, but we won't ever We won't ever be that organized, but it'll be cool to see this area develop over time, as well as the construction plans we have out here. But that's where I'm going to leave you. I will catch you on the next episode. Today on Cattle Ranch, we are going to take care of the animals. After that, we need to harvest the barley field behind us, and then the field to the left there, we're going to prep to get planted today. Got the cows all fed. Next, we're going to pick up all the manure and get it shipped on over to the production facility. Get that turned into some more fertilizer to keep that revenue stream flowing. After that, we need to move a little bit of the milk around. Probably get that sold. I think we might get rid of the dairy production as we remodel this area to be our farmyard long term. Later on, after we do the harvest, I think we will probably evaluate these open pastures and see if we can just move them and condense to one cow barn while we work on the redesign of the new cow area. Just a few things to do. Get this all squared away, and then we'll get to harvesting. And first load of manure getting dropped off. Hopefully we'll get about 2 more. That'd be nice. Well, we got 3 truckloads and then 2% in this one, so we're just going to leave that trailer there for now because we don't really need it for anything else. Let's go ahead and get the harvester all prepped. We'll get a good amount of straw from this, so that's a necessity. And then the field we're going to plant today will probably be wheat or barley. We'll have to evaluate that. I think, do we have another wheat field? We do. We have that small wheat field, so that'll help with a little bit of straw in a couple months. So I think we'll do probably barley in that big field, and I want to start looking into something we can do with barley instead of just selling it. I know it's cattle ranch, but we're going to get production crazy this season. Money hungry. We're money hungry. It's lowered, turned on here, and away we go. We'll get the headland done, see how things are going. Got to make sure that's turned on correctly. Glad we checked right away. Straw is enabled. Just start spitting out now. Very nice. See our green yield in that small spot like normal, and then back to yellow here. Should be a pretty good harvest. Oh, that's right. This is our first time harvesting this area, so we're getting the yield data for the first time on the top of this field. And it's in the yellow. That's okay. We're getting a pretty good yield overall. Yeah, that's so much coming back to me now in this playthrough. Got a little area there in the orangish red. I just don't know if we just didn't treat that good enough. We'll find out next time as well. And look at the soil data here very later on just to kind of know what's going on with that spot. We might need to treat it a little better next time. But 1 headland done. We'll do 2 headlands and then do some up and downs. Figure out the right path for that now that this is a newer size field. But once this is full, we'll get the grain cart over here, get it emptied out, and then we're going to get a couple other tractors prepped to do some work. We need to get some lime laid down on the grass field to our left back there, as well as spray the weeds on the new soybean field. So we're going to get some workers to take care of that for us while we finish harvest. And emptying it out. So we'll let that continue and get another tractor prepped here. And we'll get this one started with the lime. Should work good. Yeah, and it looks like that's making pretty good progress. Not too bad. Let's get this set up out here to do the weeds. And then we should be able to let them just do their thing. I've turned on buying so that we don't have to constantly fill it up. And now we're at this point with money. I think it's safe to do that. So it's still going to cost us the same amount, but, you know, we just don't have to constantly help them out. And I feel like, you know, we have enough workers here that we're paying them to do that it makes sense for where we're at with this playthrough. All right, now that they're started, we can get back to the harvest. Well, checking back in, we are done with harvesting the barley. We're going to try to drive this. I think we can do it. We're going to get this into the silo and hold on to it for now. I do want to figure out a production, and it'll probably be a flour factory. I think it's the only thing really you can use with barley. And the other things I was thinking is we're gonna have a lot of free area when we build our farmyard over here. I think I'm gonna get into a lot more productions. I know it's called cattle ranch, but gosh, we're getting money hungry, and I want there to be a reason for these crops and not just selling them. That's what I'm thinking, at least. But we got the fertilizer done on the grass field as well as the weeds done on the soybean field. So next, we're going to take a little break from farming and talk about our cows and what we've been doing with those in the last few minutes here while I was not recording. And there we go, depositing in the silo. So if you haven't noticed already, we are going to be utilizing workers a lot more moving forward in cattle ranch just to help us progress at the speed I want to with the size of the farm that we've got going. So let's go ahead and get this course set up. Could not generate. Is that because we're not in it? Why? There we go. We just weren't close enough. And then we'll put this at the first one. Let them go. Perfect. And then this field here is the next one I want to focus on planting. So we're going to go ahead and get a good employee of ours going for getting the limes put down. First waypoint, have them go. And this is a first time liming here. So this is going to be expensive, but they're going to purchase the lime as they go. So that should be pretty helpful. You see the money is flying pretty fast, and I think that's just a nice way to deal with that. I went ahead and moved all of our cows. We didn't sell any, or we didn't send any to the slaughterhouse. All of them were moved to the big barn over here, and it had plenty of capacity. Oh, workers already blocked. Which one is it? Of course, pesky trees. All right, are you good to continue? Nope, you're blocked too long. Nearest waypoint, will that work? And then let's get ahead of this. These outside trees, these little ones, they seem to get in the way of our workers. They get in my way too, so... Oh, I guess we don't need to get rid of that one. We'll just follow it along here for a little bit. And then I think I saw... Yeah, this one might be okay. We're going to let them finish that before we move over to the cows again. All right, they should be good. All right, so we got this milk filled up. The one to our left here is completely empty. There might be a little bit left in the other open pasture, but we're going to go ahead and get all the milk sold and get rid of those buildings. We're going to sell those as well. It's going to be a long reconstruction process, but it'll be well worth it. And we'll get to use this new entry at Silver Run Market. Let's see how that goes. Oh, and don't pay attention to the trees back there. That's a surprise for another episode. Yeah, not too bad getting in here. Let's see if I can just remember to turn the wheel enough. Would have been clean. And I remember correctly, this is where we're selling milk. It is not. So we need to loop around to the back, because that other sell location that Silver Run Market has was moved back here, as you can see. And there we go. Let's get this sold. And some pretty good money there. A little over $76,000. Beautiful. Let's head home. Get some more milk. Wow, decent amount in this one finally. Almost completely full. That's impressive. And we'll start emptying the big barn. We're only going to get 6% into this trailer, this tank here, but we will be able to continue on in a minute. Yeah, let's go sell it. We'll come back, see how much more we have. There's 76,000. Sweet. Let's see if we have a whole nother tank. We don't, so we're gonna go ahead and leave that for now. And then 15,000 per one of these. Oh no, we might have just lost some stuff. So I don't remember. We need a tractor though. I don't remember if we had slurry, so we're going to find out if there was slurry in those and if we lost it in the one that we just sold. The slurry tank has 200 liters in it. I don't remember that at all. And there is slurry. All right, so we get some of this sold and port back afterwards because it might be a lot of trips. And just for a reference point, I don't do a lot of moving the slurry around. I let them completely fill up because it just doesn't seem worth the money to me for the amount of trips we have to make. You can see that was just over $2,000, and gosh, I'll let you know at the end how many trips we made. And dropping off the last one here, we did almost five full tanks, so pretty awesome, which is about 10 grand. So by deleting that cow pasture before emptying the slurry, we lost $10,000, which isn't too terrible. We're gonna live with it, and we'll leave that there for now. And back into build mode, we're going to get rid of this other one and then get about $15,000. So the area is starting to look a little empty, but that was by design as we need to clear it out for some of the construction we're going to be doing later on in the year. And I'm hoping next month they start digging in the new cow pasture area, because this barn needs to go away and be replaced with maybe some more current technology. I need to look into some designs and some barns that we want to look into. I want easier access to giving them food than this. If this was a complete pull through, it would be nice, but having to back up all the time with that trailer is just annoying. And then the little area for adding the straw is right here, and they're out of straw right now. That's the next priority we got to do. So let's hop back in this tractor, go get the baler, get some straw for our cows, because we have no manure getting produced right now. And boy, this is a pretty setup. I like it. It needs cleaned, but it's a pretty awesome setup here for our square bales. And I want to make sure they are the largest we can do. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's get going. Shouldn't take too long with not having to stop for this type of baler. Away we go. So cultivation is done on the old grass field, so we'll get this home and get the seeder all set up, because we need to start planting actually the planter. Because I think we're going to do sunflower in the field that's getting lime laid down right now. Something we haven't done yet. And then also look at the oil factory or production to turn it into sunflower oil after we harvest it. That's the plan. Like I said, more production's coming to Cattle Ranch. But I do want to just get this prepped because they still have some time with lime going, and then we'll get on the trailer, pick up the straw, make sure we have enough in the cow barn, and we'll get that production back up and going so we're ranking manure again. Just trying to use our time wisely here. This quad track's pretty sweet. I don't know if I've been in the cab of this yet. It's a little slow though. It's definitely 27 kilometers and not miles per hour. And up here looks like a good spot to just park this to make sure it's out of the way for our worker there. All right, let's get in the semi and find the bale trailer and pick up all these bales. Here we go, picking them on up. I don't remember if all these are gonna fit or how many fits on this trailer. We'll see. Hopefully it's only 1 or 2 little adventures over here picking them up. It looks like it's 30 bales that it does hold, so we're gonna be 3 short. But that's okay, we don't have very far to drive. And oh, that's in the way, but we'll get this all sorted out here. Here we go, and we'll get some straw going to get some. Yep, this is what we've been doing. Just throw it on over this wall and try to find the spot, but we'll get, yeah, it looks like it did take some. And we'll get 2 or 3 in here and then get working, and before the end of the episode or off camera, I'll get the rest in here. Need to get, remember what we have. I think it's the field boss, because I do like apologize. I don't want to use super strength anymore. I'm just doing it now because, to be honest, this week's been a little rough and I want to get enough recordings out for you guys. Let go, please. Why won't you let, sheesh. All right, that should be good for now. So we'll just help these out. Sometimes you have to find the nice special spot to hold it, and sometimes it's okay. Maybe it's full. Yeah, I think it might be full. Let's take a look. Oh, animals is what we want. Straw is full, and that's one of my complaints is it's gonna burn through all that straw in less than a month, and I don't feel like playing a series where 3 times a day we have to maintain the cows. I'd rather it be once a day, so we'll be looking for a better barn for that. Now, trying to get ahead of some of the process here, I want to start liming these fields in the back. I think there's no better time than now since we're using that worker. We'll go ahead and stab one at a time, and we might just finish this one, which would be good because it'll set us up for next episode to plant in it. So we'll do that. We'll get a course set up, and then we're going to start planting our sunflowers. And away you go. All right, with the hopper full of seed, we're going to turn around here slowly. The turning radius isn't great on this implement. Go ahead and start unfolding it, and we'll get going here. This is exciting. New crop type. I haven't done much in this game. And I know I talked about putting one that can generate straw, but I feel pretty confident in the amount of straw we got this episode, as well as the other wheat field that we still have yet to harvest. That's going to be ready in, I believe, a couple months still. But that looks nice already. I love freshly planted fields. All right, let's bust this out. And we should have cleared all the trees that are going to be a problem, so we should be able to do this just fine without worrying about some overlap here into the grass area. Would be nice if we were good enough at driving to not overlap like that, but we're trying. And just a last little area left to plant, and we should be all set for our new sunflower field. I do want to get some fertilizer laid down on this today because we're going to have a whole lot of stuff to do in the next few episodes. And I guess I should check on the lime to make sure they're not stuck over there. Yeah, we'll get this done, check on that, get the fertilizer out here. We'll have to use the sprayer since the spreader is being used. We'll get that all set up and join back. I know I shouldn't really do the costs of using liquid fertilizer, but we're gonna have to today. Just based off of the equipment we have available to us, and 1,600 liters, that doesn't sound like it's gonna be enough. Get a couple more purchased, and just one for now. And all full, let's get on over to the field. And we will start right here. Oh, still unfolding. And it's on now, there we go. Oh, that's right, this one likes to dance. I don't know what's causing that. It's not like this is a custom mod. This is a Giants mod. Probably just needs reset is my guess. Flat land, the wings seem to just drop on down. Interesting. Is it trying to find the right height on the uneven terrain maybe? And here's the last little spot that we need to spray, and the Seek and Spray is doing a great job of just spraying the areas that need it, besides the flickering wings. And done. Let's get this all folded up. We'll get home. Get to resting. I think we might want to top off the animals' food first. Yeah, we'll do that. Hopefully lime's still going good out there. The manure tank's going to be in the way, isn't it? Well, let's see. Can we pull this off? To do a sharp turn, but not. Oh, man. Yeah, widen it a little bit. Oh, we did it. I'm impressed. All right, let's see. They probably will take all of this, and we'll have to go get a little bit more, but we'll see here in a second. Yep, let's go ahead and get this wagon all filled up and come on back. Over 1 million TMR right now. Nice. Producing more than we need at this point. All right, 50,000 more liters. Let's go see how much it takes. Yeah, we got that turned down. All right, let's see. Will it take all 50,000 liters? No, just barely. All right, we'll leave that there. So in the morning, we can just top it off. Let's go ahead and sneak around and check on the straw as well. Here. And yeah, it seems like it's not auto taking this stuff, which is kind of frustrating. There, now that one's gone. And this is why I've been doing it by hand, because it's been super inconsistent on where we put these straw bales to get them to auto work. And it's like they need to be in the air. But I don't know. We'll figure that out. Thanks for hanging out. Got a lot done today. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought. I'm Socks Way Up. I'll see you on the next one. Starting to get the manure moved around here this morning. We got our worker working on getting the fields all limed that aren't planted yet. Nothing to harvest here in October, so we're gonna do some work. And once we get over to this facility, I'm gonna talk about some changes to some plans we had that I'm kind of annoyed about. All right, that's unloading. Let's go ahead and move over here. You can see our contractor's truck is still here and the trailer, but they're gonna be coming back for that soon. You can see everything else is removed. We had a little conversation with them and we got the final budget for flattening all this out, or the final quote for flattening it all out, and we're not gonna be, it's not in our best interest. So we're gonna make a little bit of a change in our plan. So let's go get to the truck and let's talk through that. And it is unfortunate, but this will be probably the last month we put anything in this production here, because it's gonna move. You know, we talked about redoing this yard here and turning it into really the farmyard and allowing the property up there to be a house, and that's gonna get redesigned as well. But with that new found information about the terrain just being a little too difficult, and I wasn't really happy with some of the conversations I was having with that contract company. So we're going to take advantage of this land here and start prepping it for the whole cattle operation and farmyard combo. So we are going to move everything over here still, but it won't be exactly how we envisioned it originally, which is unfortunate. But with money being a consideration there, it was going to be over $1 million just to get that land prepped, and we can't have that. So let's get all of our morning chores all situated and get all of our employees on their tasks for the day, and then we will start working on some changes to this area. Boy, oh boy, do we have a new toy here. We have a Caterpillar D10T dozer. We're gonna go clear some land. You know, the contractor's money would have been spent poorly, I think, and this is gonna be our new plan. And don't look over there, because it's not finished yet. Let's get this home and start working on preparing our new farmyard. So with this purchase, we're going to have to purchase a few other pieces of equipment, and this is gonna be somewhat of a process. So we'll have to pick up the dirt, get it moved somewhere. And then we'll have to potentially, if we get some stones, we'll sell the stones. If we get some clay, we'll have to try to sell the clay. But we're gonna have to clear out this area a little bit. And the area here is pretty flat already. So I think that's gonna be the good spot to flatten this the way I want it. I think it'll make for a good farmyard long term if we get rid of some of this terrain. And mostly this terrain work is going to be happening because of the way Farming Simulator works, and really wouldn't be doing this if buildings were able to handle the terrain, and we would, you know, clean it up a little bit. But let's get this area kind of sorted out and we'll get started. So we're going to go ahead and lower this to where the lights turn on there. Very nice. They're going to help us out with this process. Let's open up this menu. We want to enable Terraform. And then I want to change the discharge mode here. Toggle discharge. Oh, terraform mode. So I want to change that to flatten, and discharge mode is fine. Let's get this out of here. So it's on. Let's turn it on now. We're locked into place. So we should just have to drive forward. And that should be, there we go. Now we're starting to flatten. We're pushing some dirt around. So not too bad so far. And I figured we might not be doing this right, because that terrain is definitely looking like a nice slope now. I think we're not quite hugging the ground enough there. Let's go ahead and lift right there. Whole lot of dirt that we might move somewhere else. But let's go ahead and go over here. We'll give this another shot and see if we can get this a little bit better. We're gonna lower it down. Turns green. We don't quite want to do, oh, no, we kind of messed up already. Turn it green. And we'll go ahead and try that. Locked into place, and it should keep going straight, and it's doing a little bit better of a job. Starting to see it lower a bit more. You can see this is a pretty good slope still, and we're moving a lot of dirt. So you could imagine the type of effort that they were talking about for doing the other area. Oh man, this is piling up so much already. Now let's go right next to it and let's see if we have enough power or if we're gonna have to move some of this dirt, or if it'll just, yeah, it'll push it around for us. Maybe we want to go a little slower. Yeah, I think we do want to slow down, and then we probably want to clean this dirt as we go. Probably be the best bet here. Gosh, we're moving a lot of dirt. So we need to, we'll finish this pass here. We're back out. We'll go get a big front loader and something to put this in. That'll be our next step. Oh, this thing seems pretty cool. Another Caterpillar. This is the R3000H. This should, I hope it goes high enough. Oh, look at that reach. That should be good. Let's get it home. Oh, we left the dozer running. Okay, so if we come over here now, should be able to start scooping this up. And yeah, this takes a lot. Action can't be performed. Very cool. I guess, I don't know what action you're trying to perform there. So that's 95% full. And now we need something to tip it in. We're gonna fill this up as much as we can and find a place to dump the dirt until we figure out exactly what we're gonna do with it. And so far this project's been quite pricey, about $600,000, but these are ours, so we'll be able to do all of the construction we want moving forward and not have to really pay for any equipment other than me using it. So, you know, some maintenance on it. And we should probably check on our fields soon. We have some oats going in the ground as well as liming all of the remaining fields, but that's not the priority of the day. This is. Should be able to come over here and dump this in. Yeah, plenty of height. It's like they're made for each other. And get it about right there. We might want to approach it from the side. I'm not sure. Now that I look at this, the capacity of this, we'll see. All right, let's fill this up. Just out of curiosity, you know, we got 33,000 liters here of dirt. Let's go see. Let's see how much money that's worth. Let's make some of this money back off of our own land here. We are at Silver Run Market, and let's go ahead and enter this and try to sell it and see what dirt gives us. Only 73% of a full load, so be interesting here. $14,000. All right. I mean, it's a little extra cash. And we got an achievement for that. I guess selling stones and dirt are the same thing. Beautiful. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time flattening this out, moving a lot of dirt around, and then we'll try to move forward with the project and see about at least getting the buildings placed down here that we're gonna move from the production area, because we still want to follow through with the plan of the cattle operation being all in the same spot. So we want the slaughterhouse, we want the TMR mixer, we want the cattle barns as whatever ones we end up picking. We want those all in the same area so that we can do our job a lot more efficiently. And to kind of, you know, give you a little bit of idea of what we're thinking, there's going to be some cleared out area in the existing production facility there. And there's a couple more businesses I'm thinking about starting, and that's why we're planting oats. So let's keep rolling. Well, it's been quite a few crazy weeks here as we, oh yeah, no, we got that equipment. We can fix that spot. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's changed. And it's quite a lot. And we're getting fields prepped still. We got, you know, fields growing, and we'll get back to the farm work eventually. But let's turn in here. Could have been a little bit better, but this nice little ramp down to the flat area is pretty sweet. We'll have to get it paved eventually, smoothed out a little bit better. We got a little storage area here. As you can see, the one behind us is now gone. And I wanted to try the other ramp and see how good that one was. Little retaining wall, just to kind of separate the big drop there that we created. And this should be a perfectly smooth ramp because of the way we're able to use that equipment. Yeah, little spot there that needs fixed. Not too bad, though. We do have a company coming to help us move the slaughterhouse. Got to replant grass there, smooth that out still. But yeah, it's a work in progress. Let's drive around this direction and take a peek at it. Got to get a new place for our construction equipment. But yeah, the idea, let's hop out here. This retaining wall, we might put a fence here as well just to kind of protect a little bit more. That's a big drop there. So we wanted something that was like, hey, don't go that way. And we found all these rocks while we were digging out this terrain here. As you can see, that's pretty deep. There's a lot of big rocks in there, so we just repurposed those for our own good. Turned out pretty sweet. Let me know what you think. We're gonna keep going down this direction. I'm not sure if we'll add any more of this retaining wall, but we might get another shed here. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Well, we got some goods to move around. As you saw in the time lapse, we got a couple new buildings here. This is, it's close to being done. We'll finish some more detailing on it later, but the new slaughterhouse is here. We'll have to get some cows moved over here to make some more meat. And then the TMR mixer and liquid fertilizer machine here has been moved. It is empty right now. We're going to have to hook up to the trailer to start transporting things to this one so I can reclaim that space in the other production facility. I want to get a flour mill going. We got a lot of grain that can turn into flour, and I figured that's a good next approach for that. That's why we have oats in the ground. We'll probably do some sorghum as well, because I believe that's, oh, I know where it is. It's over by the old one. It's already waiting for us. But we're going to start focusing on crop-wise, crops that will give us food for the cattle, which we have right here in the grass, as well as, you know, a lot of barley, a lot of oats that create straw. So that's the other thing that we do need for the manure. And the grass is definitely good enough for the TMR that we need. This big grass field, which looks ready to go again. So we could cut that very soon. But we're going to start transporting things over. And it's going to be a lot of trips, but we're going to try to get this thing emptied out. And after that, we can get rid of it and reclaim this land. We're all attached there, so we'll hop in here. Take a little inventory of what we have. We have a little bit of manure. Interesting. Probably leave that. A little bit of hay. A lot of TMR to move. A lot of fertilizer to probably just sell. And that's it. So let's start by moving the total mixed ration. And it's going to be, what, 500 liters at a time? What are we getting here? 60,000. Already cleaned out and ready for the new productions to come over here. Just got to get this building all sorted out. So we'll get this all moved over. And it's going to be a lot nicer having this facility closer to the cattle to feed them in the mornings and afternoons. But yeah, look at that quick drive over here too. Not too bad. So we'll back that up, and there we go. And finally, all of the total mix ration has been moved. So we're gonna head on over, get the fertilizer. We're gonna sell that. And then after that, we'll move the little bit of manure that we do have to maneuver. We're gonna maneuver the manure that we have available to us. All right, 194,000 liters, be about 4 trips. Even this is going to be easier to get into town and sell. It's just a lot closer. I'm loving this so far. This rebuild is amazing. As long as we keep taking our time with it, it should turn out pretty awesome. All right, Silver Run Market with our first load here. If we can sneak back. Yeah, they designed this pretty well for us to be able to get back here and sell things. Pretty nice design by this company here. Let's get the first sold, reclaim some of this money we've spent today. Might even profit today. Who knows? I mean, we're close to 2 million. It's gonna be tough to get that high. I forgot how much these profit. This is gonna pay for our entire adventure the last 2 months. Let's go back and get the second load. Holy moly. And here with the second load, so another $300,000 should be coming our way here. We get to, well, perfect. Perfect. We're at 1.7 million. Let's go back and get the third load, which will be the last full load. The fourth load is going to be barely anything, and we might just drop it off at the other facility to sell it later, because this next load is going to put us above 2 million. All right, let's get this above 2 million. It's nice to have a nice cushion like this for spending as we, pretty much finalize our farm layout here and get it to a nice just maintenance mode after this year. That's the idea. Well, as we thought, we have $2,040,000. Let's go ahead and get that extra moved over to the new facility, and we'll get that other facility sold and out of here and make way for a flour mill and maybe something else. And we have it in our possession, so let's go ahead and hop into this menu and click on it and sell. Look at this area all freed up. While we're in here, we'll go ahead and maybe we look for a custom flour mill. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. I want to look at some options that we have with some models that are out there to potentially get something really cool. And quite a day. A lot to do, a lot. I say that a lot, but there's still a lot to do in this new farmyard. I got to finish designing it, and then we have to finish placing things, but I think that ramp in here looks pretty cool. I like the retaining wall. Let me know what you think. I'm struggling with where to end it. By the time you see this, the whole season is going to be done, or the whole year. So your feedback, we could adjust, but maybe by the end of this video, it'll look pretty awesome anyways. Well, before we get to farm work today, I wanted to take a look at our new grain mill. Take a look at that. Cattle Ranch grain mill. Pretty sweet that it came in today. Logo looks great. So we need to jump in the truck. We need to go get probably the mother bins and move over as much of the grain as we have. We'll have to see. It's been a while since I've done inventory or checked our inventory, so let's go see how much grain we have to start turning into flour. All right, let's get that put away for now. Yes, so the bins will want to pull with the quad track. Let's find that. It looks kind of silly, but this is what one of our employees decided to use when I told them to spray weeds. Hopefully it didn't damage the crops too bad. And I think we need to plant 1 field this month. Getting way ahead of myself. Let's go get these grains moved, and then we'll shift over to the farm work. We do have a big harvest coming in December when the corn's going to be ready, and the field next to the cornfield, which I kind of forget what that is, but that's something we'll keep an eye on or take a look at later on today, just so we're prepped for tomorrow. We're going to start with our 56,000 liters of wheat here, just getting it full, and we'll take it over there. And I don't mind the distance. Oh boy, that building looks nice there. I don't mind the distance because we're not going to be driving over there a ton. So like the grass, when we're doing a ton of loads, it was getting pretty far away, but this will be fine. See if I can get the mother bins unstuck here. Let's try reversing. Yeah, I might need to do a little bit of this. straighten out, loop it back this way, and cut through the grass field. Oh yeah, quad track shouldn't damage the grass too much. It'll push it down for a little bit, but it'll come back up. It's fine. The lighting's not great, but you can see the logo coming in right here too. I love it. Just spent a little bit of time in the Giants editor. Very sweet. All right, let's open this up, and we should be able to just drive right up here and hit the fence. Did we hit the fence? Not my favorite thing to drive around. Not used to the way the axles work on it to help you turn. Just kind of messes with my head. There we go. We're unloading into our grain mill for the first time. After we go get the barley we have, we'll take a look and see if we have sorghum or oats. Actually, let's take a look at what this production takes. So finding our grain mill here, it takes wheat, barley, oats, and sorghum. So yeah, we'll check for those. I've completely lost track of our inventory, like I said a minute ago, but we'll find out. All right, that's one down. Let's drive back and get the barley. Well, a lot more barley than we had of wheat. That's cool. And looking through here at our inventory of barley, we do not have oats or sorghum, but we do have, I believe we have both of those planted, right? Let's see. Well, sorghum we don't. That's what we're going to plant in CP1 there. I need to name all these fields and create custom fields. But we do have oats, I believe, somewhere. Yeah, oats is in the big field, and we did that in preparation for the grain mill. So we could get a bakery. We could expand the business even more. And that's kind of what this year's about, is just establishing more businesses and remodeling the farm to a more long-term situation. I just think adding some more businesses over here is a no-brainer. We're going to make flour. The next natural step would be, what do we want to produce with the flour? So we'll look at some options, some businesses out there, and see what's, missing in our town. I'd like to sell local, preferably. So we'll do some market research, but for now, let's go into the production and get it activated. So we will activate flour for wheat and barley. And for the storing, we are going to, let's just do storing for now. No, we'll do spawning for now. So we'll have to borrow the forklift and all that. Long planks ran out. That makes sense. All of these other ones. Oh, we need to cut down some trees. All right, let's get this home, and then we were gonna start planting some sorghum. I am gonna slowly start moving all of our equipment out to this farmyard area so I can get a good understanding of how many sheds we need and just how much equipment we have in storage out here. Good footprint here that we get to use, so that's encouraging. Go ahead and drop that there and go get the planter. So you gotta prep the fields before you can plant in them. I do want to get this one going. It's closer to the farmyard, and with this massive cultivator, it's gonna be light work. So we'll get this done, and then we'll get it planted, and we'll move on to the next task. I think we do want to get a cut of grass going, and then get that added into the TMR mixer so we can start getting that production going again. We got, like we said, we do have 1 million liters of TMR. We might ration some of that off or sell some of that off so that we don't have as much in inventory. We're gonna have to figure that out, but before the end of this year, I want a lot more cows. Well, the next thing on the agenda is we're going to get one of our employees over here to start cutting the grass, and we're going to pick it up. I am very, very interested to see this new process over here and how much better it's going to be now that we're that close to the facility. All right, we'll get them started. We'll go ahead and get in the forage harvester. And I think we have the whole thing set up, and I know we might have tried this last time, but can we just drive in the facility and not have to worry about unloading this since it's so close? That's what we're going to give a shot today. So let's go ahead and we'll just follow around the lawn mower here, the big mower. And I think they're going to get pretty far ahead of us though. Lowered, all unfolded. We should be able to, something needs unfolded. What needs unfolded? All right, we are on now. And we'll fill this up. We'll drive it over there and we'll see if we can squeeze in there. If we can, then that would be best for our scenario. And we can get this done very fast. And looking at the yield data, it looks amazing for this grass field. So we'll have to make sure we get some lime on it after we're done cutting it today, as well as some more fertilizer. Get that to keep on keeping on for us. Yeah, this is going good. Pick it up, and I just don't think we can actually unload this over there. So yeah, I guess we'll get the semi. Because of the way it unloads is what I'm kind of thinking. I don't know if the back unloads. Let's go ahead and switch to that real quick and open the menu. Is that... There it is. Pipe in, unload here. I don't see an option to switch tip side pipe. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and unload here. No, we want to pipe in. We'll just put the pipe in for now. And we want to change the tip type to back. And we are full. So let's go ahead and raise that and shut it off. And there shouldn't be much terrain change here. Yeah, pretty flat there. Can we fit? Are we too wide is my question. No, this is going to work. This won't be bad at all. And we'll go ahead and put it in here. That's not bad at all. Facility's already activated, so we should just be able to drive away and get some more. And our nice little exit here. Still want to do a little bit of detailing, but it's good for now. Look at that weed we missed. Right, so they are getting a little bit ahead of us, which is what we expected. We just can't move as fast as them. But that's okay. It gives us a good head start by them cutting it for us. Keep on keeping on. You know, with the assistance of Speed Override, we've done a great job of keeping up with the lawnmower here. The Crone, good combo here between these two machines. And we should be able to just pick up the rest of this here after they're done cutting. Oh yeah, I dropped way too late there, buddy. You missed a good spot. But yeah, we're just following them along, and gosh, the proximity of the production is ideal now. Cutting the lawn is no longer annoying. It's a very quick job. We'll get this cleaned up here, and then we'll see what we have in storage, creating TMR for us. Yeah, pretty much finished at exactly the same time. This is beyond ideal. I want to slope right here too, just to make that drive a little easier. All right, another 50,000 plus what's in the harvester. And let's hop in here. Find our production. Always go the wrong way. So we can see total mixed rations being produced. We're sitting at 1.1 million right now. And grass, we have over 200,000 liters because it's already processed some. You can see it's processed over 40,000 already. So we were sitting at 240,000-ish liters. Not bad. So we've been real busy with the farmyard here, and we've done a little bit of farm work today, but I want to spend the rest of the day making sure we're not neglecting any fields. So we're gonna use our precision farming tablet here for the most part. And we'll start with pH is looking pretty good everywhere. We haven't planted all of them up there, but yeah, they're looking good. Nitrogen is gonna be the issue. Yeah, we need to redo the lime and nitrogen in the grass field, and these 3 fields haven't been planted yet. This one's looking a little rough. Let's go look at that. It should be okay though. Yeah, it's looking good. Oh, because nitrogen was not required because these are soybeans. This is gonna be so much money when it's ready. Okay, so that field's good. We could have, it needs plowing. We'll have to keep that in mind. Forgot we have periodic plowing on. And then looking here, we can look at weeds, the growth stage. Yeah, we know these 2 are gonna be next time. Nothing planted there. We'll get them going, but you can see the colors are different everywhere. That's what we wanted. Looking at weed control, pretty good. We missed a little spot up there, a little spot here, but I think we're good there. Everything needs plowed. Interesting. Our score is 77. Nitrogen's the reason. So I think that's okay. And we do know, based on this other view here, that we're going to be harvesting soon, and then we'll jump to soybeans after that, looks like. And then up to the oats, over to, what do we got here? The sunflowers. Another production coming. And then we have, in this field is our corn. Yep, and we have wheat. So one of these other fields will probably do wheat, maybe. So we have barley already in there, a good amount. We'll have a good amount of wheat. We plant sorghum here. Yeah, I think we're good. So we might look at an oil production next. So we have sunflowers going. I don't think we want to do olives. What was the other production for that? Canola oil. That might be interesting. We don't have a canola field right now. So maybe we'll do that on this little field here. And when the time comes to harvest the sunflowers, we'll get that production going instantly, as well as prepared for it for the for the canola. All right, the last other thing we want to do is just check on the cows, make sure they have enough straw and food. And I am now in the market for more barns, since we're going to keep them around here. So I am looking at some designs that were sent to me by some barn designers, some cow barn designers. Go ahead and lift this up. I've been working out. Everything's good. Oh, that one hasn't been taken yet. It's because it's up there. Goes. Get them topped off here. Yeah, so we'll be reviewing those soon and picking the new barn style for multiple barns, and I'm hoping they hold a lot of cows. So we're looking at large barns, and we'll get in here, probably be able to use the rest of this, and we'll go get one more load. Oh, we don't need to, but we will prep that for the morning. And a little bit of a lip there we need to work on. We should be able to sneak through this other one, and the forage harvester should not be in the way. So we should be able to jump in there, fill this up, and be all set for the morning. Yeah, 1.3 million. What is the capacity here? Does it tell me? 1.65 million. So this is going to get, yeah, okay, I won't quite push it, but a couple more harvests might if we don't use it. So we'll keep an eye on that. When we get close to like 1.4, maybe that's when we'll decide to sell. A lot more paths to get created out here. I want the slaughterhouse to be kind of isolated as its own business, where we have access from this side, but it's not completely wide open like that. But just some of the designs we haven't quite finished yet, and it's going to be tough to get that angle. We will loop around. And then eventually I need to research and find a nice size slurry tank so that we can start utilizing that. We might bring back the production or look for one for that eventually. So that's good for the night. I think it might be in our best interest to get all the manure moved over to the production as well. I'm not sure how much is going to be in here, but let's do it. Well, good thing we did. That's a full load, so we'll be doing this a couple times. Another thing we might want to look into is a nice road access this way. Depending on if that barn gets replaced in the same location, though, so we might not need a road there, so we'll hold off on that. I can just hear the dollars coming in when we pour this. Fertilizer-wise, we are pretty close to being tapped out, so this is good. We'll need it, and it would be nice to start using that again on our own fields. We've been just selling it and buying fertilizer, which is pretty silly. Just think that's going to turn into $300,000 soon for some manure. What an awesome production. All right, let's get the rest. And I don't think it's going to be a full load, but it would be nice. It's a round number. Overshot it again. No, just barely. All right, let's get this 40,000 dropped in. We're going to leave that there. Will it lower? I don't know how it's doing that without the hookup. Let's go ahead and see how much milk we have as well. Might as well get that sold today. Don't want that to start overflowing. That would be a mess out here. And filling on up. And let's head on over to Silver Run Market. Sell some milk. And what are we going to get for milk today? I have forgotten how much this gets. Maybe it's like 50,000? That'd be cool. 64,000 plus 5,000 from the environmental score. Can't complain about that. Let's get the rest. And we'll just leave that little bit there for now. So, guess we get to head in for bed now and get ready for that harvest in the morning. Well, it is December and we have a lot of harvesting to do. So we're not going to be able to really focus on the redesign of the new farmyard. We got to get a lot of work done around the farm. And I believe this field needs plowed. So we might be renting a plow, or we got money. We might buy a good sized plow so we can get this ground in better shape. Let's see, yield's looking pretty good. About the normal color it's always been here, so nothing's really changed. We're about to get in the green area. We should see the percentage start filling up a little bit faster now. We got Bobby over there Bobby's not in cattle ranch. We got our worker over there spraying the weeds for us. But this is that huge field, our biggest field before the latest expansion. Because we got some other big ones. We got some big boys like the one in front of us. That's a good sized one. And the soybeans that are about to be ready. That's the big boy. Got a couple areas here that are just showing up not as good. I don't know what's going on with that. So let's see how far we get without filling up this hopper here. We're adding to the fleet here. I got the JCB Fast Track. I've always wanted to drive this tractor, and selfishly, that's not a good camera view. Selfishly, I've decided to buy it today because we don't necessarily need it, but I think it would be fun to have something new, and I wanted to try out this Elmer's. Is that the brand here? Yeah, Elmer's Hallmaster. Definitely think this is a good addition to the farm. Yeah, and the speed on this thing, this is exactly what we need around here. We got a lot of property to cover at this point, and having something like this is absolutely comes in handy. Looks like they're doing a good job spraying the weeds still. Gosh, look at that view. I love this playthrough. Sunflowers are coming in nice. We pretty much got through about 75% of the headland here. So we'll go ahead and just drive through the area that's already been chopped or cut here or harvested. Forgot the right terminology there for a second. I guess we did cut it to harvest it. We didn't chop it though. Yeah, this is a good size field. Definitely my favorite, as I've mentioned a long time ago. Favorite field I've ever created on this game, and we're almost there. Man, could make like a road course on this. All right, let's get this unloaded and we'll get back to harvesting. We also have, is that barley to take care of today? If we chose to, we could leave it for January if we need be. But I think the beans are going to be ready, so we might, it's wheat. So let's check that real quick. No, we still have one more month on the beans, but the oats are going to be ready, so we should probably try to, oh, we'll see. We'll see how the day goes. Yeah, that's a beast though. Nice addition. All right, let's hop back in here. Should be close to being unloaded. Continue on our way. Taking a quick break from the harvest here. We got the auger wagon pretty much full. I think we just have it at like 98% full right now. So we're gonna drive this over to a field. We're gonna get some barley in the ground. We're gonna, keep working on products for the farm. For the farm? Of course we're working on products for the farm. For the flour mill, the grain mill over there. And we're gonna go to, I think, the middle. We have 3 more fields to plant. We're gonna go to that middle field and get a worker going on planting our barley for us. So yeah, just to the left here, got that field to the left. Yeah, the center one's the one I wanna focus on today. Not the biggest field, but it'll work. Go ahead and get the worker started here. I want to make sure this tractor can pull this seeder before we move on. Is this categorized as a seeder? Let's double check. It's a planter. It's categorized as a planter, but it can do all the things. It can plant all the things. Doesn't seem to be struggling. Let's get on back to the harvest, and we will go ahead and fill this up before we unload the auger wagon. Auger wagon. Yeah, just a little bit to add here. We'll get it unloaded and then drop it off at the silo and continue with the harvest. I think we're just about halfway done and pretty good yield. I'm gonna start looking into something we can do with corn other than selling it. Starting to get production happy on this playthrough for sure. And at this point, I'm definitely looking at this as kind of my just long-term playthrough really, and adjusting my mindset on it. I like the rags to riches, we're past that. So like the leases, the workers, the rules that we had, we just blown it away. We make way too much money, and I'm sure I've talked about this on these episodes, but to keep this series entertaining for me, because I know a lot of you love it, I think I missed on the first half of this series. I guess we're not even halfway through yet, but you know what I mean. Like the very beginning, I was trying to do something a little more fancy. We're gonna play this as really a let's play the rest of the way, pretty much, with a little bit of twist of RP. I'm surprised this is struggling so much to pull this much weight, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're just gonna keep designing this and turning this into basically my dream farm here. Based on the land that we had to start with is really where a lot of those decisions come from. But yeah, so that house is not gonna do, like this area is still gonna get redesigned. That's gonna be the plan for the rest of this year. But, I'm digging it still. I took a long break from it. Kind of getting a little dry on some of the, content here, but the break was nice, and I do miss this farm, and every time I drive around it, I'm just loving what's turning out, and I want to really take my time with that farmyard and not rush it just for content. I want to I want to make sure it's up to the level that I want it before we get finished. Let's get this unloaded and finish this corn harvest. We'll check on the new barley field here in a second. We need to get that fertilized, and we're probably going to run out of time to do the wheat today, which is fine because then that puts us on a nice cadence to have a field to harvest every month. It reminds me, I think we need to take care of the grass field. We need to get that limed and fertilized. Driving by that was helpful. We could probably get a semi with good capacity or bring the mother bins over here to help us move quicker, but I'm just kind of enjoying this pace of harvesting right now. Go ahead and get that unloaded, and we will hop back in. The case harvester here, what is this? And 9250, huh? We got the big boy over here, or one of the big boys. Well, let's see if we got 2 of these auger wagons full. I believe it's 45,000 was the capacity. As we limp all the way up here to unload the hopper for the last time. The harvest is complete. Pretty nice. All right, hopefully it all fits. Hopefully it doesn't all fit, but let's see what happens. Just about 2 full auger wagons here, so just under 90,000 liters, and we already had 40,000 in capacity. So like I said, I'm gonna be looking at some productions that can utilize the corn instead of just selling it. I've just been forgetting to sell grain and corn and all of the crops that we have in the silo. So we're making so much money off of our cattle production that I just don't need to. All right, that's all sorted out. Head down here. I think we might need to check on the straw for the cows. And I'm about to mod this barn, I think, to have larger capacity of food. It's insane. It was, not to gripe on these amazing mod creators too much, because they do a great job. It's just they're not really focused on capacity there, and I guess maybe that's their style is, and maybe I'm just the problem where I want to be able to not have to worry about this for the entire day, as we could probably put more food in here. We're gonna go get some if we have a spot at the, I think we do. Get this backed out of here. Turn the corner. All right, very nice. And slurry's just backing up. Again, I haven't found a tank that I want to use yet, and I guess there's probably one that's like compatible with semis, like our milk one, I would imagine. So we do we? Yeah, we're blocked. Okay. This has really turned into this tractor's full-time job. We don't want grass. This is what we want. We have 1.25 million. Sheesh. All right, let's go get them fed, and then we'll check the straw levels. Oh yeah, a nice road right behind this building would be nice, and then have it fenced off. That would be nice just to cut through. Not too bad. Them topped off, shouldn't be too much right now. Wow, they've gone through a lot of food since we've been harvesting. Okay, so we'll have to remember that. Got a lot of cows in here. Let's see how we're doing here. Straw was empty. Why don't you just take the whole thing? So yeah, that's definitely, we did need to get, I'm glad we did that barley field. I think we're gonna want to plant oats in the big field, not oats, wheat in the big field that we just harvested, because that will give us a ton of straw after that cycle. All right, so that's done. Let's get in the fast track and hook up to the lime spreader, which should be over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Oops. And we're gonna get the grass field limed, and then we'll switch to fertilize the grass field and the new barley field. I do think right here is where I want to move those. Yeah, let's do that. I think that'll be a good, maybe it won't be. Let's try. Buildings, containers. And I want to, does this tell me fertilization, seed, and lime? Let's go ahead and just start with, let's see, where's a better place for that? Because this thing is kind of large. Maybe I'll move these tractors, or we'll move that equipment. We'll do that. And then I can't remember if this one just charges you as you need it, or if you have to add to it. Well, let's see. It does just charge you as you need it. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Nice. All right. And the mower's in the way. I think proximity-wise, like, sawmill could double as the shed for the equipment for this, because it's right by where it's going to be used every time. Do that, since we don't spawn anything in there. And pH is looking pretty decent on this field already, so it shouldn't take a lot from the 12,000 we have in capacity here. So you can see the color is barely changing. And honestly, we probably could have skipped this application this time around, but we're gonna go with it. And something needs repaired. It's gotta be the spreader. Let's slow down, we don't wanna go that fast. There we go, that's a good speed. Yeah, this probably could have been skipped. I think the nitrogen is a little more important this time around. It's going to help the yield a little bit, but we're not really hurting for food for the cows. Maybe if we kept them fed, we would be, though. Well, that was weird. Decided to go ahead and put this on a worker, and we're going to hop to the barley field and see how that's going. I do want to make sure that got completely planted the way it was supposed to. Yeah, a couple spots missed that we're going to go ahead and clean up. Plenty of seed in here still. I was interested to see how this tractor was handling it, too. That cover, we'll go straight to that. I'm not going to worry about those little spots on the edge. Those will be fine. We do need to get some nitrogen put down. Go ahead and lift, go down to these other spots. And honestly, another spreader would be nice at this point so that we don't have to use a sprayer since we create the solid fertilizer. All right, let's go ahead and fold this up and sneak through here while it's folding, and look at that. I just love the view pulling around here. Yeah, I can't wait till that's all done. All right, we got this all filled up with some liquid fertilizer, and we're gonna drive over here and spray it, and then we'll probably leave this over here and get some herbicide delivered so that in January we can get the weeds sprayed. I've tried spraying them the same month, and I don't think with the See and Spray it actually works until they grow their growth stage. I'll have to try that again sometime. I could be completely wrong. And then after that, we'll take this directly over to the grass field and start doing the application of fertilizer there. And this should be pretty quick. We'll definitely do this by ourselves here, or on our own. There we go. Getting that nice green color on the chart. And let's see what the speed override is recommended on this. I'm gonna go ahead and lower GPS or cruise control down to about 7 now. And then we'll do Alt-0 to enable it, and it recommends 12, so we'll go ahead and crank that up and get some fertilizer laid down. And that job is complete. Let's head on over and see how the lime spreader's doing. Oh, we were gonna leave that over, but yeah, this will help. This works. We can go back with the herbicide later. I don't think they're quite far enough for us to start. We're just gonna catch up to them. And that's the one that course blade like overlaps itself, and I haven't adjusted the settings on it yet. I need to do that and start saving the fields. Yeah, we're gonna watch him turn around and watch how he overlaps here. It's just be in stalker mode. Oh, we can't really see the lime this way though. Let's get a little closer. Yeah, I don't know what that turnaround was. That's and like right over the same one, so they're just repeating and wasting our money. And we do have it on to where the workers are buying the product as well as costing us money, and they're not even laying down fertilizer, or lime right now, so I don't know why it's costing so much. Yeah, see, just repeating. That's why they're not done yet. I gotta get that fixed. Let's hop in there and see if we can adjust something here. Working width, we're gonna wait till it starts. Yeah, okay, so working width. Oh, there's an offset. Why is there an offset? That's throwing everything off. And then we'll adjust the width as well. And I don't know if this actually adjusts the course in real time or not. I guess we could turn this on and kind of watch. Yeah, they're going over there. Now let's go with the width out to probably 10, I believe is what the spread is. Oh, maybe it's 12. We'll go with 11 point, yeah, we'll go with 12. And then now they're even with the course, so they should turn around and go right in the middle of the next one. But they're not, they're gonna overlap. Let's try this. Let's stop, clear the course, new course, and width is 12, generate. And we have these on, so now we should be able to just turn around. And which direction are the arrows going? Okay, let's go down to the end. And we might miss a little bit here in between these two, but I think this will help speed it up. Got to keep an eye on that. I don't know why this implements it gets set up like that. It's kind of strange. Nearest waypoint. Get up to right here. Should recognize that and start going straight. And we'll double check on the next pass. So yeah, we're gonna have a gap here. If there's no gap here, then we have it set up right. Oh, I had them do one headland and then I configured it to 2. That's okay, we'll clean that up later. Perfect, look at that. We did it. We did it. I think we can go ahead and get started on this then. Hop in here. Oh, wrong screen. Oh man, that's right. This is strange. Like, I guess grass doesn't need much fertilizer. Only gonna turn it orange. Yeah, we need to slow down if we're going to not catch up to them. We're moving a lot faster now. Better, 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 better. And that'll do it for the fertilizer application on the grass field. We did send the fast track over to the cornfield to start laying down some lime there. Debated plowing that up, but I just don't know. I think I might turn off periodic plowing, to be honest with you. So we're gonna put this away, and I think that's everything we wanted to accomplish for December. So that's where I'm gonna leave you, and I will see you in January. It's January. We're starting to move some manure around. The oats are not ready. The oats and the soybeans are gonna be ready in February at the same time. That's gonna make for a busy month. We're not gonna have a lot of time to work on the farmyard here until maybe March now. So we're gonna get this going, and then we're going to, I believe we have barley back here, or wheat. We have some wheat that we're going to be harvesting in the field there. So we'll get this moved around, make sure we're producing enough of our fertilizer to keep income coming in. And then we probably will sell the milk. And I might also take a look at our inventory of cattle to see if there's any that are at that age where it's time to get rid of them. So, a little bit of cattle work this morning, and then we will get to the harvest. See if we get 2 loads here. I'm pretty sure we will. It's been a little bit since we've moved this, but we haven't been doing the best with keeping up with the straw. Nope, not a second full one, but that's okay. Get this dropped off. It'll be turned into solid fertilizer, and we'll start using what we need. And, well, money's looking good right now, but as we do this project, we're going to need a little bit more cash. So we might let that stockpile up for a little bit and then do a nice bulk run of it here in a few months. Another 44,000 liters going in. Let's find the production here. And solid fertilizer. What do we have in stock? We only have 74,000. We got plenty of TMR. We're going to use a lot of that today. Manure. Oh, that's storage. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's processing everything. Ran out of hay like we thought we would. And silage because the grass all ran out. Looking good over here. Out of space. We got to go over there. Let's go ahead and leave this here. We'll hook up to the big trailer and fill up all the flour. We'll use that as storage for the flour so that that production can keep on keeping on. Oh, that's fascinating. Why is it doing that? They're combined. Why are you combined? That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Why? Let's detach them. Now can we grab this? We can't grab that. We can grab this. And they are one entity. Gotta love it. Let's see if we can fix it this way. Let's go in here. Set our spawn location. These are fun issues. Zoom in. We'll click on that. We'll reset that. And now, are you still combined? You're still combined. We will reset that. And now you're separated. Okie dokie. Sorry for the super strength abuse there, but that was strange. All right, all hooked up now. We've enabled auto pickup on this. So now let's go see. I don't remember if I have them spawning right now or storing. We'll find out here in a second and change that if need be. So there is the drop off location. And then if we loop around, we do. Okay, so let's loop around. We'll get these all picked up. We'll leave this trailer here. So it's going to be its only purpose for a while. And we haven't decided yet if we're going to sell these or turn it into something else. But let's look at the production again. And yeah, they should all spawn. Wheat, we're going to run out of, but we're going to harvest that today. And then we got sorghum. Oh, it does take oats. So we got oats coming too. So that's exciting. All right, we got them all. And if we look at this, we have 36 pallets in here already. We're gonna have to make a decision soon on that. So let's go ahead and detach and go do some milk. And we should at least get 1 full here. I'm guessing we get 2. No, not even 1 full one. All right, well, we need to pay attention to that. I'm not sure how many cows we have in there. I need to go do inventory on that, see if there's any that are ready to move over like we mentioned. I know the health was a little bit lower because we're not able to feed them through the night. I even filled it up at, I think it was 1800, and then I skipped to January, and they still ran out of food. So bizarre. So we got to get them fed as well. We'll do that, and then we'll get to the harvest. The snowman. Look at the snowman. Yes, it's pretty sweet. And just over $7,000 or $70,000. Let's get home, check on these cattle, see if we want to do anything. Hey, more snowmen. That's a cool mod. All right, 81% health. I think they can handle it over there. Let's look at the age. Let's find the oldest ones. Yeah, we'll go ahead and load up as many as we can of these 30-month-old ones. And let's go see if they'll take them at 81% health. It's starting to snow. This isn't good. Where's that spot? Where's the spot? 90. They have to be 90% health. All right, so we'll take these back. We'll get them a little more healthy. and then we will move them over. Gosh, these are so picky. All right, they are moved back. Let's check the weather forecast because this is going to interrupt our plans for the day. Till 1 o'clock. All right, I'll see you then. We're going to shut off time here for a second. We are going to hop in here and make sure they have food because we don't want them to run out. We do have a little bit left in here. And if it takes all of it, we are going to go and fill this up completely. Almost. I think we're good. All right. We'll get more in a little bit. All right. Where are those 90s or 30-month ones at? 37? Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Only going to let us put 4 in this one. Huh? Okay. So we can fit 12, but there's only 4 at that age. 52. Okay. You guys got to go, too. Can we get all 8 of you? All right. Okay. Let's start doing that. And I'll move a bunch of these over and report back. Too old. Too old. Okie dokie. So I guess we'll just be selling the older ones. We got to keep an eye on that. Okay. So everything between 24 months and 48 months is what we can sell to the slaughterhouse, which I guess is fair. So we'll select these. We're going to move them back in here. And then I think if we go in, is it this way? How do we sell these again? Do we have to do it this way? Allow overcrowding. All right, we have a good amount that we're going to have to get rid of. You're about to reproduce, so we should come back to you next month. Same there. Anything else that's able to be sold? 30 months we're going to have to just get rid of. 52 months we have to get rid of. Need to wait on those. Need to wait on that one. So the only ones that fit in that criteria that are going to be worth selling, we're going to want to wait because they're about to reproduce. And we're going to allow overcrowding. And I thought... So confused. I thought we could just sell them straight from there, but it must be the mod I'm using. So we will try we'll find these ones. We're going to put 12 in here and drive to the animal dealer and see if they will sell them. We'll see. Or buy them. If not, I guess we just live with them forever. So we can sell them and we're going to get $16,000. Okay. That's not as much as we would have got turning them into meat, but at least... that helps us get back to a good place, and I think we'll do the rest of that later. I will keep an eye on that. We'll definitely get that all sorted out, but I want to get this harvest going. Good to know. We're at 1.9 million. Our productions are doing their jobs for us. We got a few things to really focus on, as in deciding what we want to do with the flour, as well as we were talking about a oil production. So we got a few things to buy still. I want to find a nice... bread factory or a bakery that we want to use that's a little bit more unique looking than the ones we have. So we'll be working on that here pretty soon. But let's get this parked and we'll get into the harvester. Got to switch the header out and probably check the fuel levels as well. Yeah, can we fold up this header? I forget. No, we can't. All right, we'll just drop it on the header trailer over there. Feels good. I did refill it, that's right, after harvest. I think that might be the wrong way to put the header on, though. Yeah, it dropped. Okay. We'll have to get a forklift out here later to lift that up a little bit. And unfold this. And not the most overwhelming size of the field. This should be very quick, actually, compared to what we did in December. And we know to make sure swath is enabled. And drop in the straw now. Perfect. All right. So that'll give us the straw we need for now, and then we have the barley field coming soon. Yeah, this might be a straw shortage for the cows soon. That's good. We're getting rid of a few, so they'll go through less straw. So I wonder if there's something we need to repair on this harvester because of the yield not being good. This is 2 fields in a row, I think, that are having a little bit of problems. So I'm wondering if the header maybe on this one, it's a different header, but not as good as it's been in the past. Maybe it's just the crop type. I don't know. We'll bust this one out though. Yeah, this fast track is a dream. Getting over here in no time to unload. This is so sweet. 45 miles an hour. Ooh-wee. All right, let's get this unloaded so we can continue with the harvest. And we need to start thinking about what's going in here. I think it is going to be a big wheat field, so we can really get a lot of straw in the next 9 months or so. Let's go ahead and shut the fast track off for now. Hop back up. Watch out for that. Got to remember to shut that off, dummy. All right. All emptied up. We're going to go ahead and continue on. And, oh, just a couple trees there. We should buy that plot of land. We could buy this whole map eventually. And continuing with the harvest. Just missed a little bit there. What a doofus. Well, we got a worker helping us with the harvest. We're going to get this filled with some herbicides if we have some over here. and go spray the new barley field out in the back of the property. And it looks like we do have some. Let's go ahead and unload there. And this stuff, we got to find a home for all this stuff. Shouldn't need much in the See and Spray. Let's go ahead and fill it up and see if we can get rid of another one of these. Can we get all three? Not quite. Okay, let's get out to that field. And we should be able to get back to the harvest in time to help unload once we get a worker helping us out here. Oh yeah, a little bit of weeds here. Let's go ahead and get them all set up. So we're gonna go here, hit no course. I don't save courses usually. I just do 2 headlands, 1 tool. It does the width pretty well usually. Start with headland. Sharp turns will allow you to get the entire area. There's some other settings that you can do to help with ups and downs and when they lift and when they don't lift, but that's typically all the changes I make in course play, and I find that to be quick enough to not worry about saving all of our courses. But I probably could save some time and have some more accurate things going on if we did save courses, but we don't. Oh, the auger gonna be on the right side? It is, okay, I always forget. Let's go help them unload, get that half of the field done, and then we'll adjust to the other half. Up top here, a little section. And be done with our wheat harvest, and then we're gonna bale these up as you missed some. Then we're gonna bale these up and make sure we have enough inventory over there for the cattle to keep making manure, so we can keep making fertilizer, so we can keep making money. And I don't think we'll get this completely full on this field, which is fine. We have enough left over in the flour mill, and with the multiple products, we're just cranking out the flour over there already. So we did, oh yeah, let's move a few things first. So we added the lime here. We're not gonna do the fertilizer one, but I am gonna do the seed one. So let's move the dozer, and I might actually create that road today. So I'm gonna move this over to that facility over here and try to figure out exactly where I want that, where it won't mess up some future plans that I have with new barns. But I do want to get this road established here pretty soon, and it won't cost us any money to make roads anymore now that we have the equipment. Just a little diesel. So we will come back to that in a few, but we'll put that there. Now we'll hop into this mode, and it was under buildings and containers. We want the seed refilling station. Did that give us enough room? It did. Okay, put that right there. Hop in the quad track here. Go ahead and hook up to the planter and make sure that's all full, because that is a big field that we're going to be putting wheat in. Let's kick time up to like 2 so the time is progressing still. 62% full, and we are having workers buy product like I mentioned to just speed up time. We lost audio? Quiet tractor. But do I remember how to open this lid? N? Well, okay, it is N. Perfect. Oh, they're done spraying weeds already too. We could have just used that one. And start filling just like that. And then we'll switch this to wheat. Oops, there we go. And let's get this over. We'll get that course set up on the big field that we just harvested in December. And we'll be able to finish that harvest. Then we need to pick up the straw and get it over to the cattle. All right, pretty much the same here. This is a wide planter, but I am going to do 2 headlands as well in the same. And yep, the generated good. You can see it there. We can just hit start job and they will get going. We're gonna shut that off because I don't like that. And all right, lots going on. Lots to manage in this big farm. I see a little spot that was missed down here. Let's go grab that first. Getting all the little missed spots here, because why not? Just a couple liters at a time. That was 4 liters that we saved by picking up. And then we should be able to just hand this over to a worker here, let them finish, and we will hop in the cart and help unload when the time comes. But let's go check on our workers here. Looking good. I could shut off the purchasing and save some money. I think that's okay. This one's just about done though. You see they have 2 minutes left in their job. Hop over here. We forgot to cultivate. We need to cultivate? Oh, what a doofus. Let's go grab the cultivator. I forgot this wasn't a direct drill. People were probably yelling at me. We're running out of time in the day. It might be another day before this gets planted. Should probably focus on getting everything cultivated that is ready to be cultivated so that when the time comes to plant, we can just do that. Where is the cultivator? Is it down in the new area already? It looks like it might be. All right, let's head down there. We're adding to the fleet. We've gotten the John Deere 9620XR. And the same cultivator we already have, because we're going to start cultivating with 2 vehicles or 2 machines, 2 tractors at the same time to get jobs done quicker. We got the money. You can see it only dropped us down to 1.2 million, so we might as well. Fleet's getting big. This will definitely come in handy after we harvest the soybeans, and the big boy here. We can set this up with 2 tractors. Definitely take advantage of this on our bigger fields, and might make sense to keep doubling up on some implements to be able to do this more often to speed up progress. Bigger farm, more employees, more work to be done. Yeah, and I'll show you in course play exactly how we're pulling this off. All right, all our workers are done. Do we have blockage over here? What happened over here? Hold on. He was completely out of the way. I don't understand how you ran into him, and then I don't understand how you missed this, but that's fun. We'll get that taken care of in a second. All right, let's jump back over here. We'll get in the case first, and I'll show you the menu. So inside here, we've created a course, but let's pretend we're gonna redo it. So no course. Then we set multiple tools to 2. Everything else is the same. And when we generate it, it then gives us an option in here for first waypoint left or right. So let's close that out, and we're going to load a saved one that we made, 2 cultivators. We're gonna load course, activate it. And then we can hit first waypoint on that one, and they're gonna do the left passes, and we'll hop in this, and we have this set to right. We're gonna go first, right, and they should be able to do this without running into each other. And I am going to hop into flight mode and get a nice view of this. Oh, what are you waiting for? There we go, there we go. Is that not the same cultivator? I think it is. I think it just looks a little different. So they got a good head start on the first one. This one, gosh, they're gonna get this done in no time. Look at that go. Pretty awesome. All right, let's hop in here and make sure I wasn't being silly. Cultivators, yeah, they're the same. Okay. One's worth, yeah, the new one. Okay, now back over there. Get that unfull. I don't think it'll fill it all the way up. Look at them coming around over there. That's so cool. A couple spots missed. Not too bad. We'll probably do somewhat of an overlap as well to get them to not miss spots too. You know, now that I look at it, what I thought was our big field is now kind of small compared to the soybean field. All right, so this next job is going to be, we'll probably start, I think I'm going to do the oats first, and then if we get to the soybeans, it might be March. But yeah, we'll drive this out towards, oh, you know what? Let's bring it in. I might get a bigger header. We might upgrade the header. And before we do that soybean harvest, we might buy another harvester as well. So 36,000 more liters. We're gonna drive straight to the flour mill, get that dropped off. And they're coming around for their first headland being done. A couple spots missed. We'll see if they clean those up in the later parts of the course or not. Just sneak on up over here. Very nice. And yeah, we got a few more to pick up. Wow, this thing's busting them out. Look at that logo. Got to get the bakery figured out here pretty soon. Set up there and unstuck there. Whew, close. All right, with all the other chores done, I'm gonna start working on this new road here. And it's got to get it straight here. And let's see if we're doing this right. Maybe it's not low enough. There we go. Now we just drive forward, get it low enough. It should. Why is it not working? Let's turn debug mode back on. So we want it to do that. Backwards, it's working fine. Interesting. Let's look in the menu. Let's see, there is a paint option. Paint, we want to do dirt. So back up. Oh, it's just not removing the grass. Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. So let's change this to flatten then. Let's see, that would be right there. And away we go, making our new road here. Oh yeah, this is sweet. And it's gonna be flat. So we wanted to kind of come close to this building like we're doing. Actually, let's do this so make it more immersive. There we go. And a little bit of room there that we can end up extending that gravel eventually, but then I want to start cutting back into the road here and connect these up. That'll do good, besides the fact that why did it do that? Nah, we'll figure that out later. So let's go ahead and raise this up. We back up here. Let's turn around and see. Yeah, I think that worked out perfect. Look at that. Nice little Y in the road. Oh, very nice. Brand new road there. Very good. All right, so now we're going to jump in, plant the new field where we're going to put oats down since we got that cultivated. But I want to check the lime level and make sure cultivating didn't mess that up. It shouldn't, but we just need to double check. Just love using the new tractors. Is the JCB going to be powerful enough for this? I think it will be, but we'll find out here momentarily. And how is the pH level looking? Okay, perfect. Okay. Just making sure. All right, and away we go. Second attempt today to get this field planted. Doing it right this time. Exciting to have more wheat in the ground. We're gonna need a lot more straw. We'll probably hand this over to a worker so we can pick up the straw. Yeah, let's go ahead and stop right now. We'll go ahead and generate a course for that. We should see if we would have saved the other one. One machine, yep. Generated, nice. And we'll do that and let them be on their way. You know, the field boss hasn't had any love recently, so let's see if I believe this thing can handle it. We're gonna go pick up the straw with it. It's been a while. Got this around for purposes like this, just when I feel like using it. It's never going anywhere. Let's go ahead and enable that. Cruise around here. Yes, it's pulling it nice. Pulling it real nice. Get this straw all baled up, and then we'll pick it up so that we can give it over to the cows, and should make for a pretty good day. I think that'll be the last thing we do in January, so let's go ahead and get this done. Keep an eye on our worker putting the new wheat in the ground. Now, reporting back on the double course place setup that we did, those implements did have an issue running into each other, so I think we need to start them a little farther apart from each other when they have such a long implement behind them. And we just had to help them out a little bit by moving a worker out of the way, get them back to the nearest waypoint on with their merry way. But it was a little bit more babysitting than you would hope for when you set up something to automate a process for you. But we'll get better at it. I'll find a better way to start things up, or maybe I'll have one of them work on the rows while the other one does the headland, and then they would potentially swap based on timing. It's all a timing thing, really. Well, all done with the baling. Time to go get the trailer to pick them up and put them near the cow barn. Yeah, officially worried. 17 bales I don't think's gonna be enough, and yeah, 50 miles an hour in a field. Gotta love it. But we'll get these over there dropped off, and then I think we're gonna spend a little bit more time downsizing, selling the cows that we need to get rid of before that becomes more of a problem. There we go. They'll stay there for now. We'll go ahead and put the trailer in a different area so they don't automatically jump back on it every time we log in. Been having that issue when I leave the trailer near them, but I think this will be a good spot for now, as I'm kind of, as you could tell, clearing way for some of the changes that are going to happen, and kind of doing inventory by getting everything over here so I have a good idea of the amount of sheds and barns we're gonna need. Getting closer to finalizing this new layout. All right, we got another load up here. Some cows, you can see them in there. We're gonna go get them sold since we can't slaughter them. Silly. Nobody wants that old meat, I guess. And go ahead and select these, get them sold, and that's gonna bring in $24,000. Not too bad. Pay for some of the materials we've used today. And then the rest, because of how close everything was to reproducing, I will do the rest in the morning in February. And besides just babysitting the new wheat going in the ground, that's gonna do it for January. I'll see you in February.
deep inside of me. I need the breath of your life to set the sinner free. The ways are complicated, are straight up laid up inside of me. I need to breathe. Set me free.
All right, well, you can see we're over here with the soybeans, getting them sold, trying to figure out exactly how much money we got from that. Our money was down to $500,000. We got, wow, about $300,000 for that. We are going to get rid of this setup. It was a pretty big struggle. That was not just the soybeans from this harvest. We forgot to sell in July, and we really need to get that silo emptied out because I do want to get it sold here pretty soon. So we're going to get the mother bins sold and get a different setup that will work for us long term. Just not happy with the need of the mother bins. I like the other auger wagon that we're using a little bit better. Let's fix this point of view here. Go -1 and back to normal. And if we head on over, whoa, forgot we had speed run on too. Go over to the shop here. We should be able to just go in here. We will repair it. We will repaint it. We're gonna get 92,000 back. Almost at $1 million. Let's take a look at the store. Oh yeah, we used to say hi to this lady. I've gotten so out of it. How you doing? Start with trucks. I think there is a nice, let's see, something in here that could work good. It's kind of beastie. Can you change the color? I don't really like the orange. If we went like gray. Oh, that's kind of nice. Was it this? Nope. That's not the same color, right? Oh yeah. Why not have a winch on the front and back? Heck yeah. All right, we got that bought. And then we'll go to combinations here. And I think this holds a good amount of stuff. Yeah, the capacity here on the Super B is better. I think, though, we could get away with just this. Yeah, let's do that. All right, thank you. You don't have to dance, run around in circles so much. Let's get this hooked up. We'll get it home. Then we'll come back for the case because it's got a new job it's going to need to focus on. But yeah, this is beastie. Nice new semi. We might get rid of the other one and get another one of these because it just seems like this will do the job a little better for us. Loop around here. Oh yeah, this pulls this fine while it's empty. We'll get this close to the silo. After we do the oat harvest, we're gonna take an inventory of the silo, see what else there is to sell. Very nice. Let's look at the cab in here. Is this one pretty good? Oh yeah, it's pretty sweet. Little Phoenix logo there. 72 miles an hour. Gosh, we're flying. Made that turn pretty nice there. Good setup here. And you know what, while we're here, let's might as well take the inventory. I am curious. I don't remember what we have in the silo, what we haven't sold yet. I do know there's a good amount of corn, so we'll go ahead in this first bin here. Go ahead and get right there. Let's go through here. Corn. Just corn. Okay, well that's good, I guess. We'll get this all full and prepped. There's 4 cabinets. 4 different compartments, or 3 compartments. Okay, that one's full. Gonna have to do a few trips, it looks like. Maybe we should have used the mother bins to get this emptied out first. So a little over 50,000 liters per trip, and we'll have to do probably 3, but let's let that sit there for now. We're gonna head back over to the store, get this home, start cultivating that big field that we just harvested the oats or the soybeans in. And while that's going on, after we get that started, we'll get the oats harvest started. You know what? We're here. Let's do some maintenance on this. Maybe that's why I was struggling to pull that. All right. Let's see. Repair. All right. Another $4,500 spent, but this should be in tip-top shape now. I don't know. It's just my imagination. It feels like it's driving better. Imaginations are powerful. Let's go get a cultivator, get that all set up on course play, and then we can continue on with harvest. Busiest month we've ever had in Cattle Ranch. Still managing it. I do stop the time a lot, but we are still managing it with only 1 month or 1 day per month. This is definitely a time in a playthrough where I feel like extending that to 2 days would be beneficial. But I think we're tracking pretty well. I've always liked running Cattle Ranch with 1 day, and it seems to have worked out really nice. So I didn't really want to add that second day in this playthrough. Really, at this point, the only playthrough I've ever used more than 1 day in a month is the Maze Challenge, and that is only because it's part of the rule set, and the style of gameplay that challenge is definitely needs multiple days a month. All right, let's go ahead and wiggle our way out of here. We need a nice cleaning station. We need our own shop. We need a lot of buildings down here, and I'm starting to be concerned that the size of this yard isn't going to be big enough for everything we need. But time will tell. We gotta get the next phase going, and that's why we're emptying the silo. I want to get that down to see what its footprint's going to be, and then some more sheds and more barns for the cows. Okay, we're on the field now. We should be able to go in here, clear this. Go to course. We want 2 headlands, but 1 machine. Sharp is fine. Go ahead and generate it. Last time I did notice, okay, it did it good. It was not avoiding the trees as good as it could with the harvest we just did. I had to help it out just a little bit, but this should be good and all set. Workers all prepped there. Gosh, that thing's huge. Did we do the first waypoint? We did. Okay. All right, let's get out of the way. Let me get going. Struggling a little bit. There they go. And they're off. And missed a little bit. Oh, man. All right, let's go get the harvest going. All right, this one we are going to do first waypoint left. Get it going. We already set up these courses. This one, first waypoint right. We'll shut that off. And what seems to be pretty well working pretty good is my job is the cart. Now, one thing, oh, they are going to do it. Say the one thing course play could do better is stay on until we unload. This one we got there in time, it looks like. And I think we're going to be just a little full on the semi, so we'll have to follow it over to the flour mill. All right, and why did that happen? That was strange. All right, so let's go over here. That one's done with its job. And then can we get you to open up for us? And let's hop over here. We'll just stop this one because they're going to run into each other, I think. Go ahead and get our 231 liters unloaded here. Shut that off for now. Get the pipe put in, though. There we go. Now let's go see how much extra we have after finishing off, topping off this semi, this new setup. I feel like a real harvest here, you know? Took the auger wagon, filling up the semi, keeping up with 2 harvesters. Didn't really run out of time. We did pretty good. We dropped off a load of corn as well. Super efficient right now. All right, see how much is left in here. Probably like 20 liters. That's 7,000. All right, let's go ahead and close that. And I'm going to loop around and do a little follow me behind here. And then should be able to just enable that like so. Or does it not like it? Does it not like it? I think it did. Let's see. And they should just follow us around the road here all the way to the flour mill. Let's see how they're doing. Don't run into the tree, and we should be good. All right. Let's take it a little close to this field to give them enough room to not hit any trees. And we don't want to get too far ahead of them either. They'll lose our track. Using our new road here. Pretty nice. Cultivator is working good. Good to see them not stuck. And this gives us an opportunity to show off our 2 buildings that we've purchased. Sneak over here. Not the widest little area, but that will do. Go ahead and start unloading the oats. Hey, nice. Worked perfect. All right, that one's done. We'll switch to this one, unload that. Top into the production too. While that's unloading, we'll go ahead and scroll on down to the grain mill. Got bread being made. That's something we need to show next. Where I must have scrolled right past it. There it is. So now the oat flour can get activated. Oh yeah, we might as well activate this. No, we might as well not. But we take a look at this. We can make bread. If we wanted to make cake, we need all these ingredients, croissants, grape bread or raisin bread, how you would call it in America, and chocolate bread. So raisin bread, something we might do. We might find somebody to purchase some raisins from to get that production going. But once we get these unloaded, I'll give you a closer look at this new building and the one behind it. All right, let's hop out here, take over for this individual and open up the auger. We should be able to go right about here, right through that roof. Maybe not. There it goes. Haha, could have done that better. And get out of the way here. All right, let's take a look. Nice little bakery here, Sweets Bakery. A little sales location. I was tempted to put this over in the business area. We could have like people come in. We still might do that, but not yet. I wanted to make sure we got that completely unloaded. Then spawning. Let's take a look at the settings on that. Bread, we got almost 10,000. We need to change, let's change that to spawning for now. And I believe it's right back here where that will happen. Yeah, nice cartons of bread there. We got 4. And just for fun, let's move these back. Let the other ones spawn. Another product to sell. Very exciting. Yeah, we should have 9 of them here once we get them all to spawn. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, one more should pop in. There it is. All right, so that's 9. Like, what's the price for that for bread? Let's take a look. Bread when it peaks is 5,000. So those are 5,400 each. What an awesome businessman we are, huh? All right, let's hop in here. Now this will be the easy way to move things, but eventually we're gonna get a forklift over here. Actually, we're probably gonna do that now. So I think that'd be wise. We do have some flour in here. Let's see if we do unload right there, and then whatever doesn't get taken, we will grab the forklift and move those around. And this can get parked here for now. Let's go get a forklift. Oh, while we're here. Oh, no, that's empty. We can see, oh, some modifications we made. Cows will not, they got a little electric invisible fence right here, so they will not go past it, but we can drive through now. That was exciting. He also increased the capacity of food and straw in this area so that we do not have to worry about it twice a day now. We can get through a full day by feeding them once, but what I've been trying to do as practice is give them food in the morning and then give them food in the afternoon before I speed up time and skip to the next day. That seems to be a pretty good solution that we've come up with. We got a field to spray. We want to make sure the cultivating gets done over there and some lime, and we have some surprise oat straw. Did not know that this map gives us straw from oat. So that kind of saved us. You can see that's all the straw we had left and don't have a field ready to harvest for a few months yet. So that was a awesome surprise. So many to move. Now we're producing only 2 types of flour until now that we're doing 3 types. It's definitely going to speed up even more. Let's go ahead and it should just be right about there. That pallet to get all taken. We just dropped them off in just the wrong location. It's just got to scoot them over a little bit. There we go. That's a good view. A little bit more to move. Now, I would imagine we have a good amount here. So if we just grab this one and just lift the forks, should get another one to spawn, and we can do 2 at a time. So if it takes this long, I don't know if it's worth it. There it is. Forks are so sensitive where you get the right spot to unload. Now we should be able to just drive forward, pick these ones up, and literally back up. Oh, I guess we got to turn a little bit. Oh, another one spawned too. So yeah, we'll get these all moved and then we'll get back to some farm work. All right, jumping into the productions. I want to make sure that that was all the flour because a lot spawned. Yep. And then if we go down to the bakery, we have 50,000 liters in stock and we can hold 150. Okay, not too bad. So now that means we can go into the production again. And from the flour, we can go here and we can change the output type to distributing. It'll automatically send the flour to the flour mill or to the sweet factory and automatically make bread. So now let's just take a look here. I believe the button is, where was the button? We'll just go in this way. So now with the production overhaul that we have in here, we can come in here and go to all these materials and buy. Some of them I do want to make ourselves, like milk we can bring over here. We probably want to get some chickens. Butter, we could create a factory for that. The main one I do not want to get into, strawberries we can distribute over here as well. I think we can distribute strawberries. We might have to bring them. But as far as chocolate and sugar and raisins, we're not going to do that. So let's go ahead and buy. Let's start with, it holds 25,000. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll go to the grape bread and we'll activate that. And we'll go ahead and sell that or set that one to spawning as well. So we'll get a good amount of grape bread or raisin bread produced as well. And let's see the price on that, because that was a lot of money to spend. I imagine we'll make our money back on that eventually. It peaks at 8,100, which is pretty amazing. So we'll let that get going and get back to working on the farm. Now we're gonna have the field boss pick up the straw again, but we're gonna do something first to show you how you can automate this with course play. I find this to be one of the tricks that I've learned from just trial and error that may not be super obvious. So we'll get everything over there and prepped, and then I'll show you how we do it. Now this is a piece of equipment, this windrower, that we haven't used in a while. We're gonna get it over there and show you the trick in course play. You can do this with one vehicle, but you'd have to do them one step at a time. And we're gonna save the course either way here, just to make this possible. So we're gonna get over here, we're gonna create a course with the windrower. Go ahead and go this way. We're going to save that course and we're going to apply it to the baler. And so the theory is, and I've tested this a few times, the theory is that the baler is just going to go over the same exact steps that the windrower does. So let's do just one headland on this. That should be fine. We'll generate it. And that's a lot of passes, but it should work out good. And let's see, where are they going? Maybe the width was wrong on that, and that's why there's going to be so many passes. Let's check that. Let's pause. We'll go working width. Oh, yeah. Did not. Oh, because we didn't have it set up right. Let's clear it out. Let's go to the front. Try it again. Pretend that didn't happen. All right, let's get in the field. And now when we go to new course, we might need to, okay, let's just create a course real quick. And then let's go on here and adjust the width to where it should be. It automatically does this for a lot of tools, but I think we got it a little confused when we started that without it unfolded. And to be safe, you can just go to about right here if you want. We'll do, let's see what 14 meters should be good. Now we'll clear the course. We know we have 14 meters. We'll go ahead and generate, and that looks much better. First waypoint. It should grab all of that and stay on the edge of the field now. Not have to worry about any trees. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go into the menu. Go to our courses, and I forget what I named this field. I think it was grass. And we have already bale and row set up, but I'm going to save it again just in case that was different. We'll call it row bale this time, and that should be good. And now let's jump in the field boss, and we'll clear the course that it has, and we're going to hop in here and click on row and bale, and we're going to load it and activate it, set it to the first waypoint, and these trees might be in the way. Let's see what this how this worker handles it. Looks like they're getting close. It should turn right here, unfolding, activating the implement. There might be a little bit that we have to pick up at the end. Shouldn't be that bad. You can see it getting right on top of that row now, and look at that. Automation is amazing. Now let's check on the other worker we got going. Great job. Plenty to do there. We do want to grab another tractor though. We'll grab this one and get on the weed sprayer because we do have a field we want to spray with weeds. Starting to get a good inventory here. Pretty much everything's empty from the sheds up there, so they might get sold here, and as well as the rest of that corn, get those silos sold so we can start the big move down here and finish everything. Let's go ahead and get this all hooked up. And it's still 100% full because we were purchasing herbicide with the worker last time, so it didn't really use anything. It was just constantly refilling what it would use. And some smoothing out of the road still needs to be done there. But let's go ahead and get over to this field. I believe it's going to be just over the hill. Yeah, that's the one. Unfold. And since this is the tractor that we were using to take care of the cows, we're going to be short on equipment for a little bit, unless we could use the John Deere quad track. But yeah, spray, spot and spray, see and spray. Does a great job. Doesn't use a lot of herbicide, only uses it where it's needed. Great for the precision farming score. And we got 4 tractors doing work for us right now. Bunch of productions making us money. What a big operation we got running now. Worker E is blocked by an object. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Oh, they ran into each other. That will happen for sure. Something to keep an eye on. And we go in here. Where was your nearest waypoint? Not sure where you're going. Oh, maybe, oh, because they picked it up. And so typically what I like to do is I like to do one run with the windrower and then start the baling process so that this doesn't happen. And worker B completed. That must be the cultivating. So many vehicles to tap through. You're just going to pick the route that runs over the bales. Huh? Yep, they're done. Very nice. But let's keep an eye on this because it's struggling a hair. Didn't give them enough of a head start, I think, is the problem. Now, why is that not getting... Oh, they're going to back up and then do it. Okay. So that's why the baler is catching up, I think. But this head start now should be enough. That bale is going to be in the way for the baler. Let's move it there. Might have been a better idea to do 2 headlands just to get them farther away from the trees, but it's going good. All right, let's get back in the sprayer and get that sprayed, and away we go. And this is something we could do on course play as well, but I wanted to do some work too. And just a little spot we missed up here that we're gonna get sprayed, and this field is complete. Fold it on up, take it back to the new farmyard, and this field needs cultivated. Got a couple fields that need lime. We need to get another crop in the ground, which I think we're gonna do oats. We'll just cycle what we did, but on a different field. And the big field we'll plant in March. Not sure what we're gonna put in there next time yet. Put this right there for now, and yeah, let's go ahead and hop in here. Attach that. We can use the JBC. We know that it works for planting. And we'll head to one of the new fields that we haven't planted yet. And they're small enough. We might plant both of them with oats, but I remember we had 11 fields and we wanted to harvest every month, but crops grow at different times and different speeds, so it won't be super easy to do that. And I think we have another traffic jam. Or is it just turning around? Looks like it's just turning around. So we can take a glance at how the baling's going. See if they need any assistance. So we drive out to our furthest field. Everything's looking good. Automation, I love it. And again, one of the fields that we haven't planted in yet. So let's go ahead and I think we're just gonna do this ourselves. It's gonna be super fast. And then we'll get to the rest of the chores and cleaning up the silo. And potentially moving around some manure too. I think it's probably a good amount there that we can move. Does it show me? I think that's the one thing it doesn't show. Slurry's full, straw's looking good, milk, it's adding up there, and TMR, plenty. It shows red because I might have overdid the capacity there. But let's go ahead and get this job done. Some more oats in the ground. And gosh, maybe we do. We know this is one of the quickest growing crops. So maybe we'll put something in that other field today as well, just to get it established. Because we do have, right now, 4 fields that aren't planted. Actually, 5. So we still have a lot of work to do. Struggling a little bit uphill. Not too bad, though, because that area is only going to be planted once, you know. You don't have to go over it multiple times, and we're almost done. Just a little spot down there. So I should pick up some speed here now. Set this to 15 miles an hour on cruise control. Very nice. Let's get these oats in the ground. Got a blocked object up there. Nope. And the oats are in the ground. Let's go see. It looks like we got a notification that one of our workers was blocked. They might be blocked because they're done. That might be a good block. Or towards the end of being done. A little bit left to do, and they ran into each other again. So yeah, I think it's best to give them a huge head start or let them do separate runs. So the baler caught up, and yeah, it was trying to turn around in the trees, and that should allow them to pick up and finish. I mean, at this point, with our money, we probably could get a bigger rake. And yeah, that one got stuck too. Okay, that area is problematic, and that's one of those where I think if we would have done 2 headlands, it wouldn't have happened. See if we can get there, make them satisfied before they time out. That should do it. Perfect. Just cleaning up this spot while we bring the cultivator to the next field. Yeah, we'll definitely be cutting the grass in March, and I need to figure out which field is going to be ready to be harvested as well. But we do know that we have a nice process to get the grass done quickly and moved over to the fermenting station. So that's no stress. Clear the course, go ahead and do a new one. And this should be a super fast job for this harvest or this cultivator. Now, we do have a little bit of stuckage here, but I think they're done. I don't think there's anything else to row. Oh, there is a little bit back there. Maybe they'll make their way to it, but we are going to, we could finish this up if it times out. Let's go ahead and get in the new semi, just right here. We're gonna drop this trailer, hook back up to the grain trailer, and get the rest of that corn moved. Yeah, we're gonna let them, you can see that notification, we're gonna let them be stuck and just finish it ourselves later on. Saved us a lot of time already and not really worried about it being perfect to have them finish it. And let's head over to the silo, and I think we said it was gonna be 2 more trips. Let's find out. Yeah, 2 more trips, all right. Let's get this filled up and get that done. We're gonna sell to our friends at Silver Run Market. Good people. Might be a little bit less money for us, but I like doing business with them. Go ahead and loop back here and start unloading. We'll probably get this in 3 numbers because it doesn't let us switch and unload them at the same time. First number is 12,000 plus 1,400, 31,000 plus 3,700, and this should be pretty much the same. Less, all right. Well, we're sitting at $67,000. Let's go get the rest of the corn so we can get the silo sold. Looks like this field's gonna be next. All right, and 26,000 liters. We should be able to fit this in the front and back. And just to double check, we're gonna line up with the middle one and do this. We got empty, selected silo is empty. Perfect. All right, let's go in this mode. We're gonna get 68,000 for that. All right, opening it up for the redesign of the house area. And let's get these 26,000 liters sold. And the front hopper is gonna bring in, I'm guessing, about 19,000 again. Let's see, just momentarily. Yeah, 19,000 plus 2,200, and then a little bit left here in the back. Get us close to 80,000 again. Another 13,000 plus 1,500. All right, let's go park this. We're gonna start working with our cattle a little bit. Let's see how we're doing for manure. Always a good opportunity to make some money by turning it into fertilizer and filling her on up. 60,000 liters. I imagine at this point, this trailer is one that people don't like standing near. We need to get it washed. Look at that splatter on the back here. That's disgusting. And drive over here and deposit it. And the new silo setup that I've been eyeing is pretty pricey, so we will probably be doing a fertilization sale pretty soon to really just fund that. But I'm hoping because of that we have at least one more full trailer full here. Full trailer full? Another trailer full here. Let's see. Well, exactly 40,000. So I don't know if the capacity might be 100,000 for manure on that. I'll have to double check with some of the modifications I made. I probably should have looked at that at the same time. But if we're limited to that, that means we need to do a better job of picking that up more often because we probably were at capacity and weren't producing any more manure. But 100,000 liters should be pretty good because that'll turn into 100,000 liters of fertilizer, which will produce at peak price about $480,000. All right, we're done with that. I'm just gonna move this out of the way for now. We'll hook up to the milk. The milk will we're just gonna fill up the milk tank here. Make sure it's still producing. I believe it said 12,000 liters, so this thing won't get completely full, but that's what we wanted to see. And now let's get our tractor back that feeds the cows, which is sitting right here. Oh, this is the tree. It's not even the tractor we're looking for, but that little section over here is what's left. So we'll go ahead and fold this up and we'll park it right there for now. We got some cleanup to do. We'll go grab the field boss and finish the baling. Good amount of bales. We'll pick those up next month, and as well as cultivate and lime this one. We got the big field to lime. We got the field to our left front to lime that just got done cultivated, and that should do it. Let's shut this off, unload, fold on up, and get the field boss home. And then where is that tractor? I don't remember what I had it working on. I'm hoping we have a little break from harvesting, maybe in May and June, to really finish this design out here. I'm starting to be really itching to get this all done. Let's put that here, and there's our tractor we're looking for. The other thing I was debating doing was getting rid of the slurry because we're not using it, and modifying this mod to not have this in the way. I can't decide yet, but unfortunately, the way I'm recording this, I won't be able to get your input either. By the time this goes live, we'll see what I decide. And probably be easier just to go forward. I think we'll do 2 trips of this, and that should be plenty to get us through the night. And let's see how inventory is. This will put us under 1 million, but we will get more tomorrow. First load. Is that butter or cheese? I think that's cheese. If it's butter, we're gonna take it over to the flour or the sweets factory. Oh, look out, cow. Cow crossing. Gonna let us go? There we go. Good cows. Look out. Yeah, pulling through here much easier. I'm glad I made that modification, as well as the increased capacity. Definitely helping us keep our cows healthy. Being able to fit more TMR in here in one go. Yeah, if we take a look here at the production now, or the cattle now, they're sitting at 164,000 liters. Yeah, we don't need to do a second one. But I do think we will put the rest of the straw in here just to get it all out of the way. And I'm still doing that by hand because I haven't moved the location, I do want to move the location where we place the straw so that I can walk up or drive up with a forklift and just do it that way. So there'll be another modification that I'll do after this recording here. And maybe decrease the capacity a little bit. I think I went overboard. I just added a 0 to the capacity, so it's like 300,000 that it holds instead of 30,000. Not too bad, but a little overboard. That will do it. All right, let's take a look at the cows now, if we can in this. If they're 10 months, those are good. 22 months, they're going to reproduce soon. So after they reproduce and they hit 24 months, we're going to send them on over to the slaughterhouse. 10 months, 5 months, 16. Yeah, I think we're all good now. We got 7 that we're, or what was the count there? 12 that we're going to sell soon at the slaughterhouse. And then the next ones would be these 20-month ones, where there's 5 of them. And we have 120 that are 16 months. So that's going to be a big payday. Get them to reproduce. Hopefully they'll reproduce one more time after this cycle. And then we'll sell them, because that's going to be a big chunk of cows and new baby cows. All right, that'll do it for February. I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting. It's getting very, very busy. Oh, I do know one thing I wanted to do. We're going to sell 44,000 for that one. Oh, piece of equipment got left over. And that means these lights can go as well. Oops. This, I'm not sure what we're going to do. These have goods in them. That's all right. So let's run up there. Starting to look a little bare up here, but that will change soon. Got some cool plans right here that I want to pull off. Be using our construction equipment for that and possibly getting rid of this road. Yeah, it's going to be a major redesign. This is kind of stuck, isn't it? I can't. Yeah, we'll get that fixed. All right, I will see you in March. Welcome to March of year 4 of Cattle Ranch, and I'm starting to feel the effects of running a huge operation here. So many projects we've bitten off and aren't able to finish. Let's go ahead and jump in the truck and drive down to get a tractor here. We're gonna plant the south field. We harvested it last month. Got the soybeans out of it, got it cultivated last month as well. We're not gonna lay down lime on it this time around. It's in a good enough situation where I don't think that's necessary. We can get away with skipping that for one harvest, and then after this next one, we'll definitely need to do that. But we also, as you can see to the right, later this month, we'll be getting to the sorghum harvest there and get that over to the flour factory. Let's see, this is becoming such a mess. And by the end of the year, we'll be completely organized. I do promise that. So let's go ahead and park here. That'll take us over. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we want to get the seeder going, and I think, what tractor should we use today? Where is our big John Deere? It's right here. This is the one I'm looking for. Should be able to squeeze around this way and get it all hooked up, and then we'll make sure we have enough seed. We got our seed distributor there. Oh man, we're gonna have to move some stuff. That will work for now. It's just out of the way. Back on up here. Get it all hooked up, and then we should be able to just back out. Avoid the rest of the equipment. 77%. I don't think that's gonna do it for us. Is the truck out of the way? It might not be. We'll see if we can get close enough here. I don't think we're gonna be able to though. We'll just have to back in. Back just a little bit. No go, huh? No go? Oh, it's that one. That's why. Haha. All right, now we're full. Cost us $2,800 or $2,800 to do that. And you can see over here, I started doing the lime and then realized we really don't want to be doing that this month. Let this completely spread out here. And then we are going to plant, what was the plan? We're going to plant canola. We want to make canola oil, so we want to get canola put down here. There we go. Let's go ahead and lower it. Before we activate it and turn it on, let's close our lids here. And then we should be good to go. Very, very nice. It looks like it's using 52 seeds per meter square. Gotta be honest with you, I don't know if that's a lot or not. This is gonna take quite a bit of time here. Biggest field. Be nice to have 2 of these planters, but that's not the case. So let's start cruising. We're doing 1 headland. I think we're gonna do 2 on this, and we've used about 7% of the seed in the hopper, so I think we're gonna be okay to not refill throughout this whole planting session, which is real nice. And been using a lot of course play lately on this playthrough and workers, and I really wanted to do this one myself. I love this size of fields, and we have the right implement for it. We could have a little bit bigger one, but I don't think I'd want anything much bigger than this. It seems to be more than good for what we need, but I think the second headland on this side makes sense, or that end road there. So I think next we will scoot over a little bit and try to eyeball it. And while we're cruising here, we'll go halfway through and we're going to enable GPS. Always do the wrong button first. Auto width, and then I want to do my direction of 90 degrees. I can hit Alt-L, lock me into place. And we probably did that a little late. Alt-L did not lock me into place, X did. Alt-L gave me the icons. But if we look back, we're going to have to double back to get that little bit of an area where we're going at an angle there. But after this pass, we should be able to just go back and forth and use our guided steering to make us successful. Yeah, just disable guided steering so we can loop around, raise the planter to help out. We see the +1 on the left, on the right of the screen. So that tells us we're good to lock into place, lower it back down, and go ahead and head back up the field. And we'll finish this row with the guided steering, loop back around, get that small part that we missed, and then we can just start using guided steering to finish the planting session. And just a small little strip to the right here that we missed wasn't too bad. If we look back there, we did pretty good staying straight while we're setting up GPS, but not completely. I don't know why we call it guided. It's called guided steering. I call it GPS all the time. I think the logo is GPS on it too. It's a little too fast. I forgot about cruise control there. So we'll get that, and then we will loop back around. We can go ahead and raise to allow us to do that a little quicker. And then we're going to be looking for +2 on the right bottoms of the screen in the guided steering menu there. So if we come around here, see +1 now. Once we see +2, it should be safe to hit Alt-Z. Kick on cruise control, lower the seeder back down, or planter. What is this categorized as? It is a planter, I thought so. So we get the planter back down and going. Only use 10% of our seed. I think we have more than 10% of this field done, so we'll see how it goes. And we're to the point where we're gonna have to break our GPS here and go around the tree, which is kind of nice. This is a fun field. It mixes up the planting session a little bit to where it's not 100% redundant the whole time. Just back and forth and up and down. And we hit a tree. So we'll do, I'd like to do 2 headlands around this area too, or 2 loops around it. Not sure, inland? Would this be an inland? Headland and an inland? I don't know those terms. I've learned them from other YouTubers and watching some in real life farming. So correct me if I'm using the wrong terminology, but it sounds like inland would be something like that. It just would make sense in my brain. But that'll give us enough room to turn around and avoid the trees just like it does on the headlands. So there's one done there. And again, plenty of seed left for this. Might be overkill doing this second pass here, but it makes me feel confident that I'll be able to turn around and not run into the trees. It almost feels like a racetrack right here. And looking at it now, it might make sense to turn this on. We'll do end, and then we'll turn around. I just did Alt-End as the buttons. And so that turned our direction that the guided steering is going. And then I can close that by hitting left, Alt, and L. And then I'll do to my right, and I'll come back to my left. I think this will be a nice way to finish this job. We'll go ahead and turn our guidelines back on so we can do the same on this side of the field. Though this one's gonna be super tiny. Let's just grab that and go something like this. And I think we'll head over to the far right and get started there. But let's lock into this one just to finish this pass like so. And then we'll see, let's get over here. So yeah, it starts triggering that direction. One more right there is where we want. Lower it back down, and now we can shut off our guidelines because we know where we're at, and we're going way too fast. And same thing with the beginning. We're going to have to do this little bit of a strip to the left that we didn't completely get perfectly straight when we're doing the headland. We really need a workshop at this point, and a sprayer, a nice pressure washer. Not a sprayer, a pressure washer to clean off things. And that's part of the rebuild that we're going to get to. I'm thinking we're going to really focus on that in May or June. But this is all done, and the next chore, I'm going to have to look at the weather to decide what we're doing next. I do see some rain coming in the forecast. So once we get this parked, we'll see about what time that's coming to decide if we're going to do the harvest now or hold off on that for later this afternoon. Okay, looking at the forecast, it looks like it's going to be a short shower about 2 o'clock today. So I think it might be best to get that out of the way. Let's get into one of the harvesters. Let's go ahead and grab this tractor though and see if we can climb over this hill here and hook. Oh, no, why did you turn your wheels? They were already the right way. Grab the grain cart here, or the auger wagon. This is probably a bad idea. Oh, we can power through it. Come on, you can do it. You got all the horses. And we'll go ahead right in the grass here for now. There we go. And let's head down the hill. Get one of the harvesters. We're not gonna need multiple harvesters for this field, so we'll just grab the closest one and get going. Get the harvester all unfolded and prepped here. Go ahead and lower it. Oh, gotta switch to that. Lower it. Turn it on, and let's get to cutting. So these are gonna head on over to the flour mill, the grain mill, the SWU, or the cattle ranch. It's the cattle ranch grain mill. And that'll get us have 4 separate productions that we have making flour for us that we're gonna send on over to the sweet factory. Yield's looking pretty good so far. Same as it was last time, so we are treating this field as good as we can. Let's start shifting this direction. And let's back up and get a full headland here, or a full header size on the end. There we go. And kind of the same as what we just did, but with a harvester. So we're gonna do the headland, and then we'll kick into guided steering to help us do our ups and down passes. But giving us a nice room to turn around is why we're doing the headland first. And then, oh, next month, we'll be harvesting we'll be harvesting sunflowers for the first time. Exciting. We'll have to get a new header for that, I believe. I think we can use the corn header, but it'd be nice to have a dedicated sunflower header. All right, we got a full hopper here. Let's go ahead and hop out and head over to the John Deere, pull over the auger wagon, get it unloaded. And if we didn't already have productions going on in the flour mill, I would head over there right now with it, but we can wait. I'm probably going to overfill the sweet factory pretty fast with the amount of flour we're going to be producing. Go right there, and while that's unloading, let's take a look at that. So many productions in this playthrough. Flour, yep, it's distributing it, so that'll get moved soon, but that might be the start of the backup here. Nope, no, we got enough flour still. We're burning through a little bit of the raisins. We probably have some spawning over there. We have 6,000. Oh, we're out of spawning locations. Let's visit. Can we visit real quick? Let's see if that is the case. Yeah. All right. So later today, we're going to sell some things, and we might look at selling bread because, boy, oh boy, we got a pile of bread already. I haven't seen our grape bread or our raisin bread pop in yet. There it is. Looky, looky. Nice. All right, so let's head on back. Should be done loading or unloading at this point. Very, very nice. Let's get this turned back on. Finish the headland here, and that grain cart's gonna be in our way when we start doing our ups and downs, and we missed a little bit behind us. We'll get that later. You know, forgive me if I'm showing some of these GPS or guided steering tricks multiple times in this same video. I've kind of lost track of what we've gone over, but I'm gonna show a little trick here that I did it wrong again, that I use to get this lined up. I always do Alt-L. We don't have our course set up yet, so Control-S, we're gonna go to the little cog, auto width, go to this one. I like to do the heading, and we know we're going to be going 90 and 270 degrees, which would be east and west, and 0 would be north and south, 0 or 180 degrees. But you can see where these line up, and we would be safe here, but if we wanted to go a little bit better, you get close to where you think it is, and you hit Alt-Home, drive forward a little bit, it'll show that it changed its location. And I think that's a safe place. Let's lock it in, lower it, turn it on, enable our cruise control, and we're locked in. We'll go ahead and hit Alt-L to get our guidelines put away. And now we can just go up and down on this field and get it done. Let's look at this field a little bit. Is this the right way to go? No, I think we want to go north-south here. So let's just do this, and then we'll rotate and do that, because it'll be quicker to go north-south instead of east-west. And then we don't have to deal with this incline either, because we'll be at an angle. So let's finish up this pass here. Disable GPS, raise the header. Let's shut off the header for now. And when we're driving down the road, I do want to go to the bottom of the field and start there. We'll get our guidelines on. We'll hit Alt-End, and that'll shift it to going 0 to 180 degrees. That shifts it 90 degrees for you. So you can see we could be pretty good lining up here. And looking down the field, that looks pretty darn safe. But I think I am going to get a little bit more to about right here just to get it all. Hit Alt-Home. lock it in, turn it all on, enable cruise control, shut off our guidelines. Is this one of those Phoenixes? It is. These things are beasts. Don't mind the clipping. Yeah. All right, let's get the top opened. We'll have to get the auger wagon emptied here because we're getting close to needing the semi. Got a worker taking care of the rest of the harvest for us. Hoping they do a good job, but we will go ahead and park right there. Be able to run over here, open up the wagon, open up the auger, drop that in, and then we'll continue running cart the rest of this harvest. All right, that's all unloaded. Let's go ahead and cruise on up to the harvester here. That's getting close to being topped out. Yep, 80% full. There it is. Beacon should be on now. And I don't remember, I always forget if they're gonna stop for us with a regular worker. Once they get to the end of this this pass here, they're just gonna keep on keeping on. They do stop. All right, that's good. So then we can fill up the diesel, take it to the flour mill, come back, unload the harvester. Multitasking at its best. I don't think this will completely fill it up, but it will be a good time to go deliver it. And I'm wrong, it does. It will fill it up. All right, let's close that. We'll head on over to the grain mill, drop off our first 51,000 liters of sorghum. Okay, we go. And let's hop into the production while that first one's unloading and go ahead and get that. What was out? Oh, wood, that's fine. We're kind of done with wood on this playthrough, I think. Activate that. You empty this one. Yeah, all four going at the same time. Maximum production. And empty this one, and then we can get back to the harvest. Well, look at that. Just about done. All right, let's grab the auger wagon and get back to helping with the harvest. Yeah, they think they're done. We'll have to finish the harvest for them. It was just a default game worker there. They definitely get confused when the field is the shape it is, and there's just a little section for them still to harvest. Let's sneak right here, I think. Do that. We'll come over here, see what our capacity is. Yeah, we should be good. We'll go ahead and finish this up. And definitely beat the rainstorm by about an hour, it looks like. Hour and a half, maybe. Grab that little bit, grab this little bit, and continue on for this last stretch here. Not gonna quite get all of it, but we can loop around and get the last little bit here in a minute. I'll complete another harvest. It's beautiful. And go ahead and unload in the front, might as well. We'll get this tractor out of the way while that's doing its thing. And we'll go ahead and take the harvester back down to the farmyard area here and drop off the rest of the sorghum. And that's another job done. Just a little bit in that back hopper there. And then we'll switch up to the front one. Get it all unloaded, and another 10,000 going in there. This is looking awesome. Just how quickly can we burn through all of this? Yeah, 65,000. Make that 67,000 pretty much. Got some wheat and barley we're gonna harvest soon. Pretty slick. All right, I've grabbed the JCB. We're gonna try to loop around here and not hit anything, but that didn't work. Nice invisible hit boxes there. So we do have some solid fertilizer. I'm gonna put a little bit in it, and then we're gonna set this up on a worker to put the fertilizer down in the big field that we planted, the south field here. Let's hop in here, and it should automatically default to that because that's the only thing we can load in here. Let's see what it does. And that should be plenty because we're gonna have them purchase some as we go. That's the way we have our course place set up right now, or our workers. So we'll hop onto the field. We are gonna do a course for this one. We'll clear whatever's out there and go ahead and set it up that way. See how they avoid the tree. That's probably what's taking so long. Great. First waypoint. And see our number of fertilizers not going down, but our dollar amount is dramatically. Is there an offset? There is. Let's go ahead and get rid of that offset and fix the width. This is the one that we knew we had problems with. How do I get to 0? Come on. Let's get to 0. Let's go ahead and stop it right now. And now we can say this did not do the width right. That's right. Can I just type in here? Let's go in here. We can figure this out this way, I think. With our spreader, it does, whoops. Well, let's go into like we're purchasing it. That's what gives us a better view. I believe it's this one. 36 meters. So yeah, that wasn't even close. So let's clear this. Whoops. We'll go new course. Width is 36 meters. Can't type, huh? And one headland for that size of a width. You can type. I'm silly. There we go. Generate the field. Should look a lot different. And then, yes, that looks right. First waypoint. Yeah, stupid drivers. All right, let's help them out. Let's help them out. Okay, now you should be able to find your first waypoint. And please, here we go. And this should get all the way to the left here once we see it start using fertilizer. Perfect. All right, let's get back in the semi. That's the wrong screen. That won't let us do that. And we're gonna sell some things. Let's go ahead and detach that. We'll leave it there for now. And then we're gonna see how this setup works for us. Enable auto loading, get all this stuff loaded. And if we hit B here, we should see 20,000 liters in bread and 1,000 liters in grape bread or raisin bread. All right, time to figure out where we're gonna sell this. All right, I think we are going to Silver Run Market, and we're gonna pick up some old cheese, some really, really old cheese on our way out. We've had 2 pallets just sitting here waiting for us to pick it up for quite a while. They should spawn in here in a second. There they are. We'll grab those and make our way over to Silver Run Market. All right, let's see if we can make money faster than we're using it on this fertilizer right now. There we go. We see the bread's going down. We'll cruise a little bit farther forward, and everything's dropping. Not bad, $125,000 there. Put us back over $1 million, but I've better not use $61,000 in fertilizer. Then we're getting ripped off if that's the case. But let's get back. We're gonna swap over to the manure truck or the fertilizer truck trailer and sell the fertilizer because we're trying to fund a purchase today. $100,000 from bread in a couple days. Not bad. All right, we'll go ahead and do this. And we might as well move all the manure first. And then whatever's been produced so far, we'll go ahead and sell. And I did check on the cattle. We have 1 more month to go before we can send some over to the slaughterhouse. So we're doing a lot better keeping an eye on that. And this probably maxed out again. So we'll probably get 1.5 loads here. 60,000 liters getting moved over here. They burned through $2,000. Jeez. That's a lot of fertilizer. That's a big field. All right, drop this off. Then we'll go get more. And then we'll start selling. And this is our big money item. This is kind of us exploit, but I love this mod. You know, it's funny. Nate was telling me the other day that people in one of his live streams said that that mod doesn't exist, that I make up the fact that we're using it. Definitely exists, it's just not in Mod Hub. I think I found it on King's Mods. It's on the XML or the Google Drive doc that we share in Discord for our mod list. This probably will cap out at 40%. That's what we've noticed recently. Oh, got a little past it. Maybe it wasn't maxed out that day. Oh, Moa's 40,000. Yeah, 40,000. Okay, so we got 100,000 capacity. So this is probably a job we should be doing in the mornings and nights just to make sure we can produce as much manure as possible. I will note that. Definitely feel like Horseplay's ripping me off on that worker right now, but would have really killed us early on. Let's see, what is it set up to? I have a feeling I have... No, I want Horseplay configuration. Yeah, it's 0. So they're just... Oh, are they repairing it too? No. Oh, that would be in here. Buy. Oh, fuel as well. Okay. That makes sense. That's why we never run out of fuel. All right, let's get all of the solid fertilizer we can out of here. This is going to be about 4 trips, it looks like. Oh, maybe 3. All right, let's get trip 1 done. And I think this is about 300,000 per trip. All right, first load. And watch that money rise. I play a little game here. And, oh, we got a little bit. We'll talk about it in a second. So I play a little game here. Once this fully unloads, I like to drive as fast as I can and see if I can get back to the silo before the trailer gets completely back down. So I do cut through this way a little bit. This route's a little longer, but when we're doing the other way with the manure, I'm able to get back in time before it gets all the way down. We'll see. It's going to be close here. Oh, I cut through the field. Didn't mean to do that. And it's a little too far. Just about made it. That's hilarious. All right, we're at 1.3 million. Let's get more. Be at least, we'll do 2 more loads. We'll leave what's left in there. Looks like there'll be about a couple thousand. We should get the rain any second now. And load 2. Give us our money. Yeah, just about 300,000 or just over 300,000 there as the rain hits. So we will be pretty close to 2 million when we get done here, besides the fact that we're just burning through the cash on the fertilizing there. Something wrong with that setting. It's a little more than it should be. All right, like we said, we have 10,000 extra, but we're just gonna do 1 more trip of selling, and the rain is here. Coming down good. Not gonna quite make that 2 million, but we'll get close. Oh, we did, just over 2 million. Woohoo. All right, let's get home. We have a big purchase to make here that's really gonna determine where the rest of our sheds go in our farmyard, and it's really gonna tell us if our farmyard is big enough. I'm a little concerned that it's not quite the size we need. This should be an okay place to park for now. And guys, we're super close to cleaning up this whole area. It's driving me nuts how unorganized we are right now. All right, let's go right here. We're gonna go into silos, and our ego is kicking in, and we want the biggest one possible. All right, let's turn around this way. So I wanna see exactly how this is interfering with that road, and we might need to redo the road. Do we need that big? I think we can get away with this one. I don't think we need, yeah, we don't need 4, but I want to use this as in, yeah, let's put that down, but then let's go to some of these extensions. What brand was that? Let's stick with the same brand. Oh, maybe we can't. Just for looks here, I think I do want to throw a couple of these silos down next to, oh, let's see if we got any. Ooh, that might be cool. See the sizes we have. Oh, these ones are smaller. That's not bad size. But we could do like a secondary one, right? Oh, I have an idea. So let's put one. Let's get a top-down view. We'll do that, and then that. And that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of grain that can go in there if we're role-playing. And then let's jump in. Do I want to do it this way? Maybe I do. We're just going to do it detail-wise. We're going to come through here and paint a little more dirt, give it a little natural blend there. And then like this. Actually, all of that needs to get adjusted here. That's not the right thing. There we go. And then we'll sprinkle in a little bit of grass just to redo it and completely fix this real quick. And then we'll come in with our dirt again and draw some lines here like there's tire tracks. And it looks like it's used pretty well. Yeah, look at that big old setup. All right, so we now have $1 million left. We know all our footprint's gonna be for our silos here. And I wanna jump in the sky. I always wanna take a look at this from high up. Quite a statement, quite a statement. We can fit a building or two here, maybe another one of these barns, because we do wanna expand that, and that might set us up for that pretty well. And then some sheds lining here, and maybe one right here. We'll have to figure that out next. But that's going to do it for March, as we're just about done with fertilization. That was the last thing on my list to do today, so we are all set. Well, it's May, and the house looks very different. Let's take a little look here. We got a new little garage, brand new house, a lot of decorations, or a lot of trees around here. Let's head over this direction. We got a little playground for the kids, a new building over here, which is probably the most interesting part of the build. Take a look over here. Yes, we're gonna get horses soon on Cattle Ranch. And we got a employee helping us spray the grass field right now with fertilizer. But let's finish this little tour. Let's hop in the air and take a little look from a, oh, there's one more area first. One more area. Yeah, back here behind the house, we just wander around. We got ourselves a nice little basketball court. Look at this. You know, you had to lower the ground a little bit to make this perfectly flat, but gosh, this is so cool. All right, let's hop in the air. Yeah, for reference, you can see there's the unfinished, messy, depressing farmyard. But here's a little entrance to the property now, the ranch, I guess. Just kind of scroll here. We have 2 different directions. One leads to the garage. One leads to the horse barn, and a nice little walking path to the house. A lot of trees were brought in here, a good mixture of tree types as well, just to kind of mix it up and bring us a little bit back to nature as we've really torn apart this forest area to begin this playthrough years ago. But I love it. I think it looks pretty sweet. Basketball court there. Now we have kind of a secluded area that is still close enough in proximity to the farm, but enough trees to kind of give us some privacy on the home. Today we don't have anything to harvest, so we're going to treat the fields for weeds. We're treating for fertilizer over here. I think we're going to get 1, 2, 3 fields planted today, have everything planted. So next month we have a couple fields to harvest, and we'll do weeds next month and be able to focus on this a little bit. So in a huge change to the series, we're going to start putting down cotton. One thing we have not done in this playthrough at all is cotton. We haven't done any root crops either. I don't know if we'll be doing any of those. Yeah, first time doing this. I hope we got this all configured correctly. But we'll go ahead and do the headland as always. And this field's not super big. It looks a little bit intimidating at first, but with this planter here, it goes super fast. But let's bust through it. We got a lot to do. I got to figure out what I want to plant in those other 2 fields. and keep on keeping on. All right, we got cotton in the ground here in this field. Let's go ahead and fold this up, make our way to this field that we're close to right now. Let's see, what do we want to put there? Let's look at our production. I'm thinking whatever we decide here, we're going to do in both of the other fields. Okay, sorghum's a little bit there. Oats are about to run out. Wheat, I think, is we're harvesting next month, I believe. Let's see, so these two up here, we have oats and barley. Okay, and then our wheat is down here. That's a couple months away still. So let's do some barley. And this is a tiny little field, so it's not going to yield a lot, but should be good. All right, we got that all taken care of. One more field to plant, and then we have every field with a crop in it, finally. We're going to do barley in this last one as well, because that's just not a lot of barley there, and we want to keep that going. I know we have sorghum. Do we have sorghum anywhere? Oh, we don't. Let's do sorghum here. And then one of the fields that we harvest probably... Let's take a look. Probably the oat field will turn into a barley field as well in June after we harvest it. And thinking about it, let's go ahead and get this set up on a course, and we can jump on over to the fertilizer. The tractor running the fertilizer, and move that over to the cotton field. To get that taken care of, it's very important to make sure that we get the right nutrition into the ground for our crops to grow with the best yield possible. And away we go. This should be, yeah, turning a nice orange, like a yellowish color here, greenish yellow, using about 205 liters per hectare, 217, not too bad. Since we've treated this field before, the nitrogen isn't completely red. You can see it's the reddish orange on the map. We'll get this job done and move on to the next one. All right, while our workers take care of the crops for us, we're gonna move over some manure. You can see money's lowest it's been, gosh, probably in 2 years in this playthrough. So we're gonna get some manure moved. It's gonna be really paramount to our success to keep moving the manure over, and I never increased the capacity. Dang it, I forgot. So we'll probably get 100 liters of manure, get that moved over. So yeah, that's we're supposed to do that twice, right? So we'll have to remember, we'll get all this out, and then before the end of the day, we will have to empty it again. And let's check on food. Milk has 3,000 liters. We have 10,000 liters of food. Straw is pretty good. After we do the manure, we definitely need to get some more food over here. All right, first load is all deposited. We should see 40,000 here. Yep, 40,000. So we'll go ahead and get that dropped off, and then we'll get some food for the cows. What a mess. We need money to finish this, though. Spent way too much money on the house remodel. We're gonna talk to them over here in the facility manager. Yeah. I need a little office for them here. Think these will ever get used? The way we're running the farm right now? Totally just an ego thing, right? I love this setup. It's huge. I wish we could just use these ladders. Yeah, that would be cool. All right, see, this should be done dumping here now. Perfect timing. We'll go ahead and park this and grab the John Deere. Give us enough clearance there. And I'm starting to worry about only having one grass field. We were well above 1 million liters of TMR, and now after doing that last harvest, we've already dropped below that. So we might need to go a little more aggressive on how often we're mowing the yard there, just to keep enough in stock, because once we expand, because we definitely want a lot more cows, because, you know, that's kind of been the missing part. The missing part of cattle ranch is a ton of cattle. I wanted a ton of cattle, and we never really got there. All right, 50,000 liters here, and we might be chopping the corn. I haven't decided yet. All right, drop this off. That should be enough for the rest of the day. That'll get them at about 60,000 liters. Oh yeah, hungry cows are running in. Do we have any new babies today? Let's check. 13 month, 8 months. So these ones will be moved next month. Interesting. A 2-month-old, okay. And reproduction anywhere close. Oh, right here. Okay, so we will get 5 more, it looks like, tomorrow, potentially. Oh yeah, let's just leave this here. See how they're doing here. Just about done. Let's check on the fertilizer, because I have a feeling they're going to be done. And we'll pop over to that small field, do that ourselves, and then get this one sprayed, and then we'll switch over to herbicide. Oh yeah, just a couple passes left here. And we have a couple I think 2 fields with weeds we want to spray. We remember from last month, we discovered that this oat field here has weeds in it, and we're not going to take care of those. But these 2 we do want to get sprayed today because they are still at an early enough growth phase for us to not damage any crops doing that. Very nice. Again, we should probably be using solid fertilizer, but I just like that sprayer. I have fun using it. Let's check the meat production. Oh, a little bit out here. Okay, let's see. Why are they at such an angle? That's interesting. All right, so we got, what is this here? Some of the, yeah, minced meat, the ground beef. Move that out of the way. Just kind of get an inventory here. We got some beef, some steak, more steak. Should be a good amount coming out here. This is some decent money, too, that we could make today. I think you'd want this in a freezer and not just sitting outside. Kind of interesting. Oh, look, they messed up their logos backwards on this one. That's funny. All right, something else gonna spawn here? Or is that it? No way that's it. Oh, it looks like we're close to some leather and the legs. Not quite there, and we burned through most of the products. We have a little bit more to be produced. So that is all we have. Okay, $79,000. We're getting close to being broke. All right, this field is done. Let's head on over to the barley field. We'll get that sprayed, then we'll come back to the sorghum field. After that, we'll switch out the product. I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do this stuff off camera. I thought I folded that up. What's going on? And get back to you. We're gonna sell some things because we need to get some money in here. And we might have messed up our remodel by spending so much money on the house, but we got to get that farmyard done because I don't want to end the year without it done. So we'll have to get creative if we need more cash. So it appears I have found a field that needs to be fertilized. I didn't realize we didn't do it on this grass field, so we're gonna have to do the fertilization here. We're gonna have to put down some fertilizer, and then we'll get to the herbicide after that. And that makes me worried about the other field to the north. If we sprayed that one as well, we'll have to check that. So maybe a little more tasks than I thought this morning. Well, we're picking up some oil here. We're gonna get things sold that we can sell. Let's see how much is in here. I mean, that's 4 already. We have more to spawn. Where's that icon? I thought it showed me for a second. All right, there's some more. I guess we jump in this way. And oil, yeah, that should be it for today, but that's good. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I wanted to do this. 5,000, okay. 5,000 liters of sunflower oil. And we loop around here to try to get all of these goods. And we should go ahead and turn that on, and we'll just kick these a little bit over. 23,000 liters of bread, 3,000 of grape bread, or raisin bread, and 5,000 liters of oil. Let's go ahead and get that sold, and we're gonna try to get the meat in here as well. Get all of it sold. We need some cash. We desperately need some cash. No one saw anything. All right, so we've added in 2,000 liters, I guess, or I don't know what it is. We'll just say 2,000 ground beef, 1,000 legs, and 2,000 beef. Okay, let's go get it sold. This should help get us back in a decent spot financially. Silver Run Market, here we come. We're a little top heavy, apparently. All right, let's slowly roll in here. Try to get everything in one go. Oh, we couldn't do it. All right, I don't know why. We messed up. We messed up there. Let's see. Get the rest here in the back. Thought the beef could be sold here. We'll have to remember where we're selling that at. All right, that's it. That's good so far. Maybe, are these getting sold? Let's try to pull these out and see if there's just a problem with them being in the air. I think that might have been that meat is not accepted. Oh, yes, it is. Unknown. Huh? Confusing. The game's confused. Full legs. There we go. Yeah, these were big money. That's right. Oh, wow. Okay, so that definitely helped. That'll get us a good start to being able to afford some of the sheds that we need to finish that farmyard. Now let's go back. We'll check on the manure now that's later in the afternoon, as well as check on milk and the food for the cattle. All right, let's see how much we get here now that it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Wow, we've been losing a lot of opportunity for manure. This is gonna completely fill it up. Insane. All right, let's go drop this off so it can be turned into fertilizer. That's a good amount of money right there that we've been losing by not unloading that soon enough. So I'm pretty happy with the money right now. I think tomorrow when we sell all the manure, we'll be able to get probably close to $1 million, I'm guessing. Late June we'll be selling that. after doing the harvest and everything and collecting it multiple times. Let's go ahead and unload the milk for now, or load the milk into the tanker. It's not going to be full, but yeah, that'll give us capacity so they keep producing. And now let's hop in here, make sure we get them fed. Yeah, oh yeah, they're going through food so fast. All right, we're gonna do like 3 trips here. All right, the 4th load is going in there. This should be pretty good. Straw, yeah, let's move a couple more. Get a couple more things of straw in here for overnight. And hoping tomorrow is a day where we are harvesting something that produces straw. It is June. Let's take a look at the map here. We got a couple things to harvest. The first thing we're gonna probably do is the barley and then the oats. Yeah. All right, but first let's take care of the cattle. Let's jump on over here. We know we want to take a look at the facilities to make sure. Let's go ahead and grab this and unload that. Not producing a ton of milk. We got that loaded. Let's head on over, get the manure removed. Like, that's all we've been doing lately, but that's okay. Then we'll check the level of food and straw, make sure the cattles are okay, and then we'll get to that harvest. 1 load. I'm expecting it to be completely full again, but maybe we figured out the pattern. Yep, still completely full. I think we'll try, like, I don't know, 7 p.m. next time this month. I'm imagining at this point we could get like 200,000 liters per 24 hours at minimum if we're actually really focused on just the cattle. Let's take a peek at what kind of money we think we're going to make from that. So right now, we go to that production. Beef is out. Yeah, I think we have some cattle to move too. We're almost out of the flour production, but here, if we look at our fertilizer, we already have 166 liters. We're gonna get, yeah, that's a good amount of money. We do have this here showing us if we just look at solid fertilizer, we have 800,000 already. So yeah, I think we're gonna get $1 million worth. Let's go ahead and leave that attached like that. We'll jump into this truck, and I think we do have a few that we can move over here. All right, we're looking for 24 months. Here we go. Some bulls. Looks like 7 of those are coming with us. It's kind of sad. They're the ones helping reproduce. And then some of the cows here. Is that, yeah, 5, so we can get 12 in here. All right, let's get those over. Get some more money from this production as well. Transfer. And we'll go double check to see if we had any more. I think that was all we had, and it's going to be a few months until we have some more. And we're gonna need to buy some cattle here soon too. 3 months, 9, 3, 13, 20. So these will be the next candidates, I believe. Yeah, we got our new babies here. Perfect. Okay, we have 165 cattle right now. You know, as we prep for this, I think it's wise to get our employee working on spraying these fields. We do have 3 fields that we do need to spray. The one to our left, one to our right, and the one out back there that we planted last month near the pond. So we'll get over here, jump on this tractor, and get them all prepped to start spraying. We'll start up here and then work our way back. Actually, let's start farthest away from the farmyard and work our way closer. I think that makes more sense, proximity-wise. Yeah, look at those 2 golden fields. Nice. All right, go ahead, clear that. Create a course real quick. That's going to be super fast for them to do. And we'll keep prepping for this harvest. Get the grain cart over here, the auger wagon, and then we'll go get the harvester. We will not need both combines. These fields are not very large, so this harvest is going to be pretty quick. Find a good spot over here to just park for now. All right, let's get this lowered and then turned on. Here we go. Get some barley. We need to get this over to the production as soon as possible. Oh, why didn't that switch? There we go. That should do it. No, why is it not dropping? Oh, that's the button. There we go. We definitely need that. Much better. Get that dropped there, the straw. I believe both of these crops will generate straw for us, which is lovely. And yield is in the orange, which is interesting. It must be the soil type over here. Not super excited about that. Getting a little more closer to green here. A little better yield going on now. And back to the orange. So this feels a little bit bigger than I thought it was. It's just not as large as some of our other ones. So this will be a good amount of product for the grain mill. Not quite a complete headland, but I think it's a good opportunity to unload right here. So we'll get past the grain cart and then back up to it so we can unload cleanly, like so. Let's go ahead and let the straw drop. We'll try to get it evenly here So it's not making too big of a pile. There we go, that's nice. And just scoot over just a hair, not close enough. All right, well that's unloading. We'll go ahead and move the JBC over to the next field to get sprayed. JBC, JCB, sheesh, JCB. We already put 4.5 hours on this thing. That's impressive. And again, the herbicide is not going down because we're buying the product with the workers so that we don't have to do multiple trips to help unload them. Just helping me speed up the process, and we're still paying for things. It's not like it's free, so it actually probably costs us more than it would if we were doing it ourselves. So get that going, and we'll hop back in the harvester and continue on with our barley harvest. Making some good progress here on the barley harvest. That going to unload, and I think, gosh, would it make sense? I think the next field we're going to do horseplay just as it's a cleaner process for me. I really wish follow me would work better. On to continuing. Let's try. Let's see. What does the worker do? The worker wants to cut that way. We'll give this a shot. Well, I wasn't originally, but I think I am going to get the semi over here to help us speed up as well, so we can unload into that, and then we can pick up on the next field right away. Yeah, I think that's the plan now. All right, let's get this all filled up here. I think we'll get probably the front and middle hopper full right now. All right, there's the front. Let's see if this completely fills up the middle. Yeah, it did, and put a little bit in the back here, and then head on over to the harvester. Oh, they're gonna turn around, so we'll have to wait. But we'll get them unloaded. They're just about done with the harvest as well. Moving along nice. This field yielded a little better than I thought it would. I didn't think we would need the semi. I didn't think we'd get, I think we already have more than I thought we'd get. All those trees hiding the house now. I love the privacy. All right, just a tiny little strip over here to take care of, and we'll get this unloaded. I think we're gonna completely fill up the semi though. That wasn't part of the plan, but that's okay. That's a good thing. And complete. All this straw dropped. Try to keep it in a good line, make it easier to pick up. Go. And the second we get this unloaded, I am gonna set up this harvester on a course on the oat field and bust this out. All right, that should be going. We'll get this unloaded and potentially have to run a semi twice, or yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I think it's all gonna fit. Perfect. All right, let's get the semi ran quick so we can start helping with this next harvest. 43,000 liters, not bad. All right, we're here at the grain mill. Be nice to get the barley operation back up and running. That front one unloaded. It's hitting the wrong button. There we go. And the back. 17,000 more, almost 18,000. Very nice. Hop in that production real quick and see how that did for us. All that stuff's done. Let's see, where is that? Barley, yeah, not a ton. And the sorghum's almost out, but we're keeping the operation going at all times at this point. And the farthest drive we have right now is what we're doing on this harvest. They already done over there? Oh, no, not yet. Okay. Yeah, with the location of this field, I think right around here is going to be the best place to park this. And let's hop in the other tractor and start helping unload the harvester. It's going to be tough around this turn. We're going to run into trees. We'll give them a little relief there. Just a couple liters. And we'll see what they do next on this next pass. Is going to determine if we're able to help unload them. Probably going to raise here, go to their next location. Oh, another tree going to be in the way. Past the tree. There we go. All right, open it back up. Come on, open it back up. Oh, now we're fighting. Oh, I messed up. I messed up big time. Okay, we'll just wait. Interesting process here. Go back to this other side. I hope they don't fill up in the middle of this pass, though. And looking forward to July. Is the wheat gonna be ready? It looks like it. So we'll have one harvest to do. That's not the right color. No, that's not gonna be ready. Good, we'll get to focus a lot on the farmyard. Oh no, are you full? Okay, you're not full. What are you doing? I don't understand this course it created. The strangest thing I've seen Courseplay do. Now where are you going? Do I have it set up like for 2 vehicles? I do, that's why. Oh, that's silly of me. Oh, that was a mistake. Somebody saw that. I guarantee it. All right, so we'll have them do the right side next. Okay, we're gonna have to abuse the game a little bit here and drive through some crops, I think. Yeah. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. Whoops, we'll hop in here. We'll avoid doing that by stopping them. And then we will put them on nearest waypoint and let them keep going. And I think we'll be good at that point to let them finish the first half of this harvest. Yeah, that'll work. Now we don't have to cheese it. All right, we'll let them continue on. All right, it appears they're all done with the first part. Let's go ahead and go first waypoint. We'll let them get started. Manually stopped, huh? Even when I set first? There it goes. Okay, I just had to move a little bit apparently. And Yeah, I think we can drop in the grain cart and relieve them a little bit here at this point, and then we can get back to picking up the straw on that field. Well, that was silly. It all makes sense now, though. All right, they're empty now. I have a feeling they'll probably be able to finish. So we'll go ahead and continue on with the bales here and report back when the harvest is done. All right, get that out of the way here. Hop into the harvester. We got all the bales picked up. Harvester's been just kind of waiting for us for a little bit. Turn that back on, please. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, you're still in here. Okay, so you're stuck. We're taking over. Okay, it was still on a worker. So we'll get this little tiny area, and I wonder if that's where they're trying to get to. And we're not even going to worry about picking up this little bit of straw. It's not even going to be worth it. Yeah, we'll go get this unloaded, and actually, might as well not put any extra stress on the harvester. We'll just open that up right there, grab the cart, and we'll take the cart directly to the grain mill. Here we are. 26,000. So oats would be ideal to get back in the ground because we're getting behind, but at least we have some wheat coming soon. That's the wrong thing. Yeah, wheat's the only thing we don't have in here right now. Sorghum's gonna run out pretty soon, and then the oats will be next, and then barley. Plenty to distribute, so they're not able to distribute right now because the factory that takes it is full on flour. Okay. That's not a horrible thing, but that means, what's the thing with the least ingredients here? We're going to buy some eggs, and then we're going to buy some butter. We'll do 10. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, and then we'll activate croissant. That'll get us through some flour a little quicker. And then what about chocolate? Just needs to be bought here. We'll buy that. We'll drop the, yeah. How much chocolate does it use? It uses 4 to 4 to 4. Let's just do that, because we are not superly in a good spot financially right now, so... But that'll be good. Oh, we need to fix that, though, for these to be spawning. Change output to spawning, and then we're not doing the other two. Okay, perfect. All right, it's 16:53. Let's go ahead and see how much manure and we get. And did we run out of straw? Nope, we're pretty good. So we'll get that all filled up and get them fed. Gosh, they've gone through almost 60 liters today already. Sheesh, the cows are hungry. Fully expect this to be a full load and a little bit more. And I might go to like, oh no, it's not. Okay, about the same as last time. But we will go a little bit farther in time. Really need to maximize the money right now because July is the month that this area is going to be beautified. That dropped off there. All right, we'll leave that there for now. We're going to get some food put in here and some straw. Then we'll make it nighttime and see about emptying the manure before we sleep. Is the happy spot right here to put it? Interesting. Seems like it. Okay, let's try something. Gosh, this will make me happy if I'm able to do it this way. Just haven't found a good spot that makes it easy to unload this straw without cheating. So let's see if I can come over here and sneak through. Yeah, why does it take it from my hand? But maybe if I drop it, that's so weird. So yeah, if we do that, okay, that's not bad. Grab these two and see if we can sneak both of them. And this isn't bad at all. Okay. Oop, gotta go straight in though. Just go a little bit lower, back out. Oh, a little higher, I guess. And those should both get taken. Oh, perfect. Not a bad deal at all. I dig it. We sneak this one in. There we go. Lower just a hair. Back out. Awesome. Get the rest of these loaded in there. And then what we just picked up is definitely going to be for the new cow barn when we get it next month. Welcome to the last month of year 4 of Cattle Ranch. We have a lot to do. Let's go ahead and get the truck out. We're going to drive down to the farmyard, move some manure around, sell everything we have in our name that we can make money with. Not all of our equipment, but all of our goods. We're going to get that balance as high as possible, because today's the day where we finish the farmyard. And to stay out of the way, we'll go ahead and park the truck right here in this grass patch. Try not to damage our truck too much. We'll go right there. So at 2,300, I went ahead and unloaded all of the manure. So it'll be interesting to see how much we have in here now. But if we look at our stock check, not everything's going to get sold, but we can get close to a $2 million budget here by selling the bread, the solid fertilizer, the beef, and all of the croissants and everything. So we are going to do a pretty fun little time lapse here of moving manure selling things, and we'll see where our budget's at for this remodel. Ooh, not even full. Okay, so we figured that out. That's good. That is good. Well, I think that's all we can sell. So we have a budget of $2.1 million. There's a little bit more liquid fertilizer or solid fertilizer being created right now, but I think we'll hold on to that in case of emergency. You can probably tell from the time lapse that I've moved all the equipment out of the way really for this next phase, and I'm gonna start putting things in the areas where I kind of want them without the sheds, and then figure out the size of sheds we're gonna need. I think we're gonna start with the grass equipment, but it might be wise to start with the cow barn. Enjoy. Well, the way I look at it, there's nothing better to do than try out our new yard and make sure we didn't overdo it with the trees and the buildings, and make sure we can actually get around here. Sneaking through the new cow pasture, or the new cow barn here. Oh, we got a tractor we didn't put away. We got 2 we didn't put away. We'll find homes for them. But yeah, this is looking slick. It feels great. Maybe a little more trees out in this area, but I think these two look a little awkward. Let's throw a little bit more in here in this area. Yeah, you always got to test everything, right? You got to start putting things down and drive around outside of construction mode to make sure things are feeling the way you really wanted them to feel. Let's go like that. We'll grab another one of these poplars. Throw it right there, the big boy. Get back in the truck. Oh yeah, much better. So I want to park in the shop, and then we're gonna jump in the animal truck. So we got a few things to end this month and this year of cattle ranch. We should have plenty of room for the truck to come in here. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's get this shut, though. Go ahead and close this one. And I believe this is one that we can close. Oh, we got to get out of flight mode. This one have a button? Yes. Then we can go out the door, close the door. Shop's all taken care of now. Look at that. Nice. All right, let's head on over here. Get the animal truck and go pick out some new cows for the new barn. Tight squeeze in here, but we got everything we needed in there. I dig it. Didn't cost as much as I thought it would, but oh, this area. Hold on. We're driving around. We gotta finish things. I forgot the brakes suck on this truck. All right, let's go to this area right here and get a little bit more decorating going on. Let's start with these bushes. Just kind of sprinkle a few around here. Maybe going a little overboard there, but that'll work. I'm really digging these poplars. I've never really used them before until today, really. And then we'll sprinkle in, let's throw one of those in there. This looks pretty right here. I just wish there was more color on what we have here, but it is what it is. Let's back out. All right, now let's head on over. And then we'll get another drive-in view of the entire cattle ranch. Pretty much finished. All right, let's see what they got in stock for us. I think we're gonna go with, let's grab, we'll do one bull here. And then we're gonna go with the oldest ones of the Holstein cows here. So we'll get 12 to start in there and we'll let them breed. All right, and this is the thing that we might have messed up on. Did we give ourselves enough room to sneak in here? Oh, turn enough. There we go. All right, that should be good right there. What did that say? I think I pulled too far forward. There we go. All right, let's put these in here. Move to husbandry. The bull in there. Put this away. And we'll get some food for them. And we need to go pick up some straw as well. We might need a little road right here. It's going to be tough getting those harvesters out, but I think it'll be okay. And let's go into first person mode here. Or cab view. Make sure we're pulling over far enough. Should be good. We'll drop that here. Pull forward. Take a look behind us. I think we did okay with that. Let's, can't really see behind me completely. We'll scoot over and grab this trailer. Let's turn a little bit more. There we go. Get it all hooked up. Make sure we pull out straight so we don't hit the other trailer. Oh, yeah, that works pretty good. We'll go get the straw. I guess we'll get that next, and then we'll get some food for them cows. Oh, this feels so much better with these trees. Oh, I love it. All right, this needs to be, I think, this way. We can just drive around and pick these up. Definitely going to be 2 trips worth of straw. We have plenty for a good amount of time. Awesome. I was a little worried, but now seeing it on the trailer, I think we did pretty good here on this these 2 fields, and a good choice of crops so we could get some straw. Let's go ahead and get this first one delivered. What's on this side? Okay, straw is on this side. Can we be real sneaky here? Let's see. Unload, shift it over, and down. I thought we could go down too. Maybe we just do that. And that was a mess, but it should take all of it real slowly. Yeah, that's plenty. Let's grab the rest of this and go pick up the other straw that's left, and we'll put that in the other barn. Oh, jackknife. Heading that way now. And this one, I think, yeah, we left a good amount of space. We should be able to do the same thing over here. Slurry's the only thing we really aren't prioritizing. I still don't know if we're gonna ever do anything with that on this playthrough. Come through here. Oh, clipped it just a hair. It's good to try this all out to know the approaches we need to take. This probably needs some damaged grass to kind of replicate what we did on the other areas where we're driving through. So we should be able to get it right there, and just like that. And it should take it all. Awesome. All right, let's get this put away. All right, and as of right now, I would say I'm undecided on Season 5 or Year 5 of Cattle Ranch. That's going to be up to you guys. We'll see how we do with views, and that's going to really determine what we do. Let's jump into flight mode and do that. We're going to go all the way over by... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's change our speed real quick. We're going to go all the way over by here and just do a nice view of everything. And I'll look at the privacy of the house from here. That's what I was going for. Crazy looking farmyard now. Just love it. Grab some photos here. Oh, we still need to feed the cows. We'll do that after this. But yeah, just getting a nice view from here. And then flying over to the little property now feels very isolated and private. Exactly what I was going for. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, let's hop in. So many tractors here. The John Deere. And this will be the last thing we do in Year 4 of Cattle Ranch. Oh, we messed up right here. Messed up right here. That should be okay. We can just sneak through these trees. We'll probably come in the other direction moving forward. But this is another test that I really wanted to do on these. Make sure we're able to maneuver. And they should be good. There's only 12. Should be good with just one load for now. And we can check in the morning, if there is a morning, on how we're doing. Now, what route would make sense? Cram the yard a little bit. I think if we come in... No, I want to go the other way. Yeah, this is a good approach here. Just make sure we take this wide enough. And we didn't. That's going to be a little bit of a problem right there coming in this way. But we could get the field boss out of the way, and that could help as well. Just grab that for a second. Pull it forward, hop back in, and get these cows some food. All right, that is where I'm going to leave you. I'm Socksway Up. Thank you for hanging out with 4 years of Cattle Ranch. Let me know what you think of this year. Did we overdo it? I think we might have, but I absolutely love it. I'll catch you on the next video.